Okay. Wow, you can't even see the S tier with this window. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to put the NA badges up here then, so I can see the S tier. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that works out, I guess. Alrighty, so here's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna tier badges you can use in Pre-Hooktail Pit and its variants. This includes things like no Mega Rush P, 10 HP, no HRG with HRG. You get the gist. Basically, anything that involves Pre-Hooktail Pit in the run's name is valid, I think, for this. And then after that, we're doing an audience tier list. And that's more general, right? We're not doing like Pre-Hooktail Pit specific. That's like just a
audience tier list. We literally just go on all possible distributions for the Bone Tail.
That's just general, right?
How screwed are you?
Okay. Yeah, so let you know, these are all the badges that are here are the badges that you can obtain in a Pre-Hooktail Pit run, either in the prologue, in Chapter 1 before you fight Hooktail, or in the pit. It also includes
Bump attack.
Not including sorry. Oh my god.
Or return postage.
Alright, so yeah, so just to let you know, here are all the badges that aren't valid. Either you get these later, or they have no combat use and you get them in the pit, like Bump Attack. Or you get it on the last floor and the run is over, like return postage. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Alright. I think. Hold on, let me just move Discord over here.
When are we gonna do a post PHP PHP? Make that
God.
a category.
Oh.
PHP plus.
God. Oh my. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this on. Actually, I'm gonna put this in. Here,
It wouldn't help return postage that much.
Unlike other tier lists that we've done, yo, Tectonic Guy, thank you for the follow. These tiers are going to be a little different because it's like not, it's not like there's like crazy strategies they have to use for these, especially like for Bone Tail, who's like, you know, he's so powerful at this point in the game that you're doing it. It's like you can't like craft these intricate strategies. So the badges are way more leaning towards like obviously the pit battles, like, you know, and like what they provide. So I think other than that, I think it'll be pretty self-explanatory. But it's not like S tier is like the core of a strat or something. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not.
I mean, sure. Like, usage is the name of the game.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah. What up, Rainbow Sherbert? Okay. All right, are you guys ready to begin then? I think we'll just do what we usually do, just go left to right down the list, right?
Always start with power jump.
Always start with power jump. I'll put it in C tier.
C.
As usual. Okay, so let's talk about power jump. Would any of you like to start?
It's pretty good for early floors, I guess. After that, it kind of gets outclassed by power bounce when you have the flower points and badge points to equip it and use it.
Yeah, I think one thing that power jump is really good for is Locatus. Because unlike power smash, you can't like you can actually hit him with it, and
Power smash?
you can hit Locatus with power jump. Isn't that a one hit? It's not a one hit KO, right?
If you're running power plus, it is.
It is. Okay, if you're running power... Well, that is something to consider. So if with a power plus, you can one hit KO Locatus, which is kind of nice, because those guys can be really annoying.
I think in my speedruns, I typically use them for dark buffs. Just like before leveling up, swap Coops out, power jump for the one-hit KO.
Okay.
Badge Bandits also come to mind. So they have 12 HP with the super rank Coops. Power Show does 8 damage. So like you get the exact damage kill with 4 with power jump. So
That is true. That is
but
really.
then again, you could just use like power bounce most of the time, or even fire drive. They're grounded, right? So
Yeah, like if you've got a line of 3, or you can get a line of 3 badge bandits, you can at least kill the first 2 with fire drive, and the other guy, just dies from burn or super guard. The next
there's
turn.
like no enemies, like no aerial enemies that have defense. So I really don't see how it's better than power bounce in most cases.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's. I mean,
Just parabuzzies. That's pretty much it.
I feel like.
And you're not gonna pierce 4 defense with that anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's true. You know what, Veritas? Yeah, I feel like. I mean, now that like I'm thinking about it, like. I feel like dark puffs are like that. That's like the real only like big use besides no Mega Rush P, where you may have power plus and you can power jump Lakatu's. Other than that, like, I'm not. I feel like the 1 extra FP is not going to kill you, and you just use power bounce, right?
Yeah, but like, I mean, you are struggling with BP early on, so
That is true. Power jump
is
is
the option.
yeah. That is nice, and it does let you like. I mean, it does let you not use Coops. Like you could just use Goombella and power jump if she's also super to KO like a Gloomba or something.
A boo or something.
I mean, you could do a boo too. I guess there's like quite a few enemies you could just you could use power jump on with Goombella to like KO something if she's also super rank, because then you do 8 damage to them. But that's only if they're in the air. Otherwise, why not just power shell with Coops, right? Like.
Yeah, I think its C tier is okay for power jump. Like it's definitely got some use. Just not
I
a
don't
whole lot later on.
See? I don't know. I'm the way you described it, I'm leaning D or E, honestly.
Like I was
Kappy,
thinking,
Kappy, we
I was
can't
thinking
make, we can't make
borderline.
this like, we
I was
can't make
thinking
this
borderline
like
C and D.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
where you put like 50 badges in F.
Okay,
There's
listen.
so many worse badges than this.
Okay, listen, man. I am known to be more critical. That is true.
But Kappy, I thought you would have a.
JD Acer's really quiet. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm probably on the low end, and Kappy is very loud on Discord compared to whatever my previous audio setting was for him.
Okay. Does that sound better?
You guys are good on my end.
Can someone tell me if that's better? Thank you for pointing that out. Kappy might just be loud. Well, I mean, hold on. This might be better. I think I may have turned on my desktop audio for some reason. Also, hello, Cloud, K9, and GiveStack. Hello, and Harder DK. Welcome. I'm just naturally loud. I'm sorry.
I'm naturally loud too. I just can't get that close to my mic.
Okay.
All
right.
I'm sure I have the right mic on.
Anyway, okay. I definitely don't think power jump is C though. I think D is probably good. What were you gonna say, Coop? About
Okay, what's that? Did I have the wrong mic on? Am I like much louder now?
Oh yes.
Kappy, I was gonna say in that tutorial run you did use power jump quite a bit over power bounce, but I think that might have just been like a Paper Mario Goat oversight. You know?
Paper Mario. What does that even mean? That I just like super guard something to kill it instead.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh my god, bro! Don't say
Where does
that.
super guarding fall on the
I
tier
mean, you were
list?
using it against Tarantulas and Poison Puffs, so I'm like,
Did I not have power bounce equipped? That seems so wild to me. What?
You did have a lot of badge points for power bounce, but then again,
The Peekaboo probably didn't help with that.
I don't know. Oh, maybe it was because of Peekaboo. Yo, what up, Chiraz? Now that you say that, I don't know, man. Like, why was I using power jump? I'm gonna have to rewatch the tutorial. I should have been power bouncing, honestly, probably. But maybe it was because like some people are not great at power bounce, so I was showing the easier.
Sure.
Wait, well, I mean, like, I mean,
Let's just say
We'll go with that.
it's faster to use power jump. You're trying to save time. It's quick 4 damage.
I'm just a speed demon now, I guess. I still think it's D tier though. I don't think it's C.
I
Okay,
could buy it. But, like,
Borderline C and D.
Oh, what did you say, JD Easter?
I could buy it. We'll have to see where we put other things.
Sure. That's fine.
Again,
That's
there are a lot of worse badges than power jump.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But let's just. Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Kappy does love his power jump.
Listen, man. It was D tier in the normal list too. All right. All right.
And you put it in C there.
Did I really?
Actually, no. I think I haggled you up and then haggled you back down at some point. It's like, wait a minute. No, we can't justify this.
Okay, so in the latest tier list,
Kappy's a madman and puts everything 2 tiers lower than us.
Okay.
So, in the latest tier list you guys did, where did you put power jump?
Pretty sure it's D tier.
Yeah.
And then we put.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because I feel like power jump has more use in Pre-Hooktail Pit and in general.
Yeah, you're almost making me consider
Well,
moving it down in the well, whatever.
No,
that's for
power
another
jump
time.
and power smash can't be in the same tier. We discussed this. I discussed it at length in the normal one. But anyway, let's move on to multi bounce. I think this badge is kind of underwhelming in Pre-Hooktail Pit. Even
I don't like it.
yeah, I think even with power plus, I don't think I would say it's like that much better.
So like in my 1 HP Pre-Hooktail Pit run, I used the practice code to set everything up. I forgot about multi-bounce. I did not give myself multi-bounce.
Oh my god.
So, and I did regret not picking it up, but at the same time, I think I forgot because I didn't think it would be useful, and it isn't useful in most cases. So I don't know.
Ups? I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
No, I mean,
depending on whether you have a 7 or an 8 HP coops,
it's like
or damage coops. I should
okay, it's like yeah. If you've got non-super rank coops, you can multi-bounce Dark Booze, for the KO, which is kind of nice. But
Or just fire drive.
you could also just fire drive. I feel like saving the 4 FP is like you think that might like it's like oh saving 4 FP like being FP efficient, but like I feel like at the end of the day like just level up FP a couple times and you're set, you know? Like I feel like saving the FP is not worth it in the end most of the time.
Okay, so here's what I think. The one use it has is against Parabuzzies. So a group
those as well.
Oh, yeah.
Parabuzzies to ground them
Okay.
all at once. I think there's a 4 Dark Troopa loadout as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, would agree. It's also good if you have a POW block against 3 Dark Koopa Trolls. You know? Like you can keep them locked down. Okay, now I'm really reconsidering putting Power Jump back in C because I feel like Multi Bounce is D or even E. I can't put Power Jump and Multi Bounce in the same tier. I just can't. I can't do it.
I mean, I could, but like, I think I'm still with you in that Power Jump is better, but like,
I mean, how do you guys feel about E though? Because I feel like we're not. I feel like all of us are not very happy with it.
I don't know. I do have it at D, so there's that. Definitely worse than Power Jump.
I mean, okay, is it worse enough to be its own tier above? Or is it worse enough that it just needs to be below Power Jump in the tier?
I'd say just put them in the same, and we'll move things if things
sounds
weirder
good.
in relation to the
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. What up, Grizz? Glad you can make it to the stream, buddy. Okay. We'll just move on. Like I said, yeah, we usually take a look at the full tier list when we're done. So, all right, Sleep Stomp. Now this is a badge I think we all really like, right? Like, this badge is a run saver, in my opinion, especially as you get into the harder variants, like 10 HP. Any run that has no super guarding or low HP, Sleep Stomp benefits you way more because putting an enemy to sleep like gives you time to heal and appeal up. Lets you take down another target without like taking extra damage. You know, it's just like it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's got so many uses.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point you brought up. That you could just keep one enemy alive and then heal up.
Yeah, and it's like
5 turns is just immense.
Yeah, and it's like
there are so many things that it's like 60 or higher % to work on.
Yeah, and Cloud K9 brought this up, but poison puffs, you can. So if anyone doesn't know this, if a poison puff is charged, you can still sleep stomp it, take the 1 poison damage, be poisoned, and put it to sleep so it can't charge attack you. That's amazing. Like, you don't even need to hit the action command. Like, you literally just let it rip. Like, that's really good. And obviously, Dark Lockatoo's, like, being able to lock them down, like, which is, you know, they're very draining mentally.
Yeah, Dark Lockatoo's, Tarantulas, and Poison Puffs are like top 5 worst enemies in a pit. And you could, like, Sleepy Stomp destroys them.
Yeah. So, I think this badge is very good.
But if you're confident in your power bounces, you could just one-shot these enemies as well.
I would say that Tarantulas and Dark Puffs, you're probably not like. You really need. Okay, you know what? Dark Puffs, I'm not gonna say because you have Pero Goombella by then. Like, that's a non-issue for me. I think Tarantulas are very difficult to one round with power bounce. I mean, you have to be really good to do 16 because it's
have a layout where they're all at the bottom and the start.
It's like how many bounces before they're 1 frame? JD Easter 8.
8.
So, like,
that's a lot of
I was saying, I mean, that's like, so after 8, that's 8 frame perfect bounces. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at, you know? It's like, it's
the sleep chance is the same whether you hit or miss the AC, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So I'm feeling like, I don't know, like, I think Dark Lockatoo's, though, you could 1 round them with power bounce, or multi-bonk with Goom. So
yeah, I'm more the other way around. Like, I'm not even confident getting 6 or 7 bounces on power bounce. So that's why I would use Sleepy Stomp.
Well, also, like, there are multiple Dark Lakitu loadouts. I am always gonna start that. If you end up with the 3, I'm always starting that with the Sleep Stomp.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I'm like.
2 Dark Lakitus is way less annoying than 3.
Yeah. I'm confident in what I'm confident enough that I could probably 1 round a Dark Lockatoo, but like I would still Sleepy Stomp over that most of the time because like on the off chance that they do bring up a pipe and I don't KO them, like it's just so like I hate this kind of feeling.
Just use Fry Masks.
Well, that is true. Hey. You know? So I'm gonna be pretty liberal with Sleep Stomp. I think it should be A tier.
I agree.
It's between A and B for me. I'd say I'm fine putting it in A for now.
Okay. I just think it's, I mean, you know, I think it's too useful not to put it anywhere else.
Like, as far as non-dazzle badges go, it's an easy top 3 or 4 for me.
Yeah. Alrighty. Soft Stomp. Okay, I mean, can we just put this one in, can we just put this in F and call it a day?
Yeah, no discussion needed.
Do we need to discuss
I don't think any of the badges, like, we left the badges that you can get via hazard respawn glitch in here. I don't think any of them are worth it.
This...
Maybe... Okay, I didn't give myself Soft Stomp either. In that
Wait, maybe I should turn... You know what I should do? I should turn F into sell this, and then E is like the worst badges that you get during the pit. That's what I
I don't know.
should.
I don't know if we need
There's
to
a
make
lot
that
of badges
distinction.
I sell.
I mean, that is true.
I don't know if we need to make that distinction.
No,
There's
no, no.
definitely-
I was joking. I was joking.
I mean, like a lot of this bottom tier is just going to be like, why did you bring this?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
Why is this here?
In a theoretical context, give stack, you could use soft stomp on one elite wizard, but you have fire drive, so it's moot.
Oh, can you imagine if?
And then that
Bonetail
elite wizard will only have
could be
2
soft?
defense.
Bro, if Bonetail could be soft, this badge would be
2
slightly
tiers
better.
higher.
It would be a D tier just for the.
That's actually not true. You've still
Yeah,
got fire drive, man.
You still got fire
no,
drive.
no,
bro.
no. But like,
No, but the
power bounce,
Goombella- yeah,
being
no.
able to-
With
power
Goombella,
bounce is
though.
5.
Can you imagine the extra 2
35
Goombella damage? Would be so insane.
with huge Goombella.
That'd be so good.
Yeah. It would
Oh my
not be
God.
F tier at the very least.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially given that it's free.
All right. Power Bounce. I think this is an interesting one because, you know, Power Bounce is one of the best badges in TTYD, like bar none. But when it comes to Pre-Hooktail Pit, I feel like it definitely falls off a little. This is like the one time where like Power Bounce isn't the go-to for literally everything.
I mean, if you're attacking with Mario, it's option number 2 at worst. Most, well,
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess it, like there's certain enemies it shuts down. Most
not
of the
broken.
same ones that you would use Sleep
No,
Stomp
I
on.
don't Power Bounce Tarantulas. No! Dark Locatus. I'm confident in Dark Locatus. Not Tarantulas. Do you know how many perfect... Bro! That's 8 Frameberg bounces. Like, I'm good at power bouncing, but I'm not, like, that consistent. Like, that's insane. If someone can do that multiple times.
I feel like Tarantulas get beat by Power Shell more
Wait,
often
we found a
than
use for Soft Stomp.
Power
Soft
Bounce.
Stomp and a
See you,
Mazy
Nick.
Daisy.
Stop
Then
it.
get a 20 cap.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop
After
it.
it sticks around for a turn.
Okay, okay. Yeah, after it deals 20 damage to you.
They're also
Destroys your hopes
10%
and
to
dreams.
soft. Man.
Good lord. Okay, so I think like obviously the big use for power bounce is like even early on you can power bounce like anything that's less than 8 bounces for me is like I would like consider that an easy power bounce to do. Like it like if you're not even hitting the excellent tier of the action command at that point, like it's like a given. I feel like that you're gonna hit this. So a lot of enemies can get there, especially with Koops. So like, for example, if Koops does get to hit an Tarantula, you can easily power bounce that one to death with 8 bounces, in my opinion.
Yeah, against Dark Lucky Dudes too, you could multi-bonk. So
Yeah,
I don't know if that diminishes Power Bounce's value, but
I think
you could- you
if
kind of use them back to back.
yeah, I do
I've
think
done
it
that before.
diminishes it a little bit because Goombella does start 1 damage higher, which does reduce the even 1 bounce reduction is important in my opinion. But I don't know if it's like I don't think it diminishes it too much, just a little bit. But you do like I feel like I would commonly use them in tandem. But like most of the time you could like you could multi-bonk then power jump because it does save a little FP. I feel like when it comes to if someone brings up multi-bounce versus fire drive, multi-bounce's damage is so low that I don't think it like is worth saving 4 FP. But here it's like if someone has 4 HP left, like I see no reason not to go for it. But like fire drive literally eviscerates loadouts compared to multi-bounce. Because I know someone's gonna watch this and be like, Kappy, you just said saving FP is not that big of a deal, just level it up. No. I'm standing by what I'm saying. Thoughts?
So, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Happy?
I think it's probably A above Sleep Stomp.
Yeah, it's.
Would you say S? The thing is, like, it
Oh, no,
has
no.
literally.
No,
I
no,
was
no.
gonna say.
I don't. Not an S.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
think
there's
the
no-
fact that you could like, I think Sleepy Stomp and Power Bounce, like they're 2 different attacks, but at the same time they're quite interchangeable. So, like, if you're not confident with Power Bounce, you use Sleep Stomp.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to take your chances with Sleepy Stomp, use Power Bounce.
Okay.
So just having that option makes me think they kind of belong in the same tier. But I don't know.
But which one's higher?
Oh,
I think Sleep Stomp is more
Sleepy
unique
Stomp.
at the very least.
I'd probably put Sleepy Stomp above Power Bounce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's good. I think I would agree. Because, like, later on, Power Bounce does literally nothing anyway. Against, like, any defensive enemy. It's like, no, whatever. And I guess you could Power Bounce Swampires, but that doesn't matter because you have Z-Tap at that point. Like, the speed of it does not factor in that heavily, in my eyes. Okay. Okay, Power Smash. I think because it's not Power Jump, it's worse. I don't think Pre-Hooktail Pit changes that.
Okay, so Power Smash has like 2 uses. Against Phantom members.
Oh,
you
that's
can't Power
true.
Drive them.
That's true.
But you could also just Power Shell them, right? But I guess in
Yes.
runs where like a Power Shell with super ranked groups and a normal hammer will kill a Phantom member.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have Mega HP, Power Smash could be useful.
Yes, definitely.
Get
There's
the 4
also-
damage and inevitable background falling for. If you use it enough times, it's going to fall.
That's true. That's true. It is also one of the options you can use against Bone Tail.
The bad one. Don't.
What do you
Do you
mean?
like the jets going off?
You like the stylish.
You can do it with
Piercing
that.
blow is the
You
same
can do that with
stylish.
piercing blow.
Yeah, and it's less stage effect chance, right?
Yeah, not 0, but less.
We'll get to that in a second.
There's also the fact that like say you want to save flower points, you can use Power Smash against Dark Crawls. 4 damage
Piranha
instead of
Plants?
5.
Maybe.
Oh, you know, that is true, though.
Frost Piranhas too, but it's like when you see them, it's so tempting to just use Fire Drive, right?
Yeah, you also have like Dark Wizards and Dull or Dry Bones on that same set. That's just Fire Drive the set of floors.
Yeah, I would agree though. Like with a single, like if you have the double Dark Crawl loadout, like and you get rid of one, Power Smash isn't bad. It's not a bad tech option to have because it's only 1 BP, so it's like kind of like Power Jump in that way. Like you could just kind of keep it on if you have the extra BP, and maybe use it a couple
rather-
times.
I feel like that in that sort of a situation, you're really only just like saving yourself a little bit of time. Like,
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not
I mean,
just use normal hammer at that point?
That's true. I guess that depends on how confident you are with like super carding or like or how comfortable you are with the damage you're taking. Too, you know.
Sure, but like Power
Like the-
Smash lives in this little tiny liminal space between like I need to fire drive and get my maximum output, and I need to heal. Well, or I'm fine just doing hammers. Like there's a lot of competing options there for that. I want to do 4 damage, which is a very small portion of these late game enemies' HP.
That is true.
pools.
I mean, I feel like Phantom Members
Like
is
not,
like
not to say it's no use. Like Phantom Ember, one of those is off the table.
yeah.
So
I mean, I think it's E, honestly.
Yeah, like how much worse is it than Power Jump though? Is it? Yeah, I do have it a tier lower than Power Jump, but at the same time I had Power Jump at C, like borderline C, so like I'm okay putting it at E.
yeah.
I mean, if we move Jump up to C and Smash to D, would that make more sense to both of you?
possibly.
Yeah, it's like I feel like Power Smash and Multi Bounce they get equal use
Mhm.
overall, so
Okay, sure.
It's-
Let's do that then. I think
Yeah.
Smash probably. What do you think? Below multi bounce or above? I think I would say above actually.
they're like equal.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Okay, I'm gonna put multi bounce above because I do feel like it has more tech uses like the locking down Dark Goo patrols and other things. compared to like just power smashing Phantom Embers.
Fine by me.
All right. What up, Shavis? All right, Piercing Blow. So Piercing
Pretty
Blow is the better of the I can't fire drive right now, but need star power or something. You know, or need audience members.
Yep.
It's definitely the best one. I think
It's also the best option. Like if you could only buy one badge from the badge shop, you would get Piercing Blow.
yeah, I feel like its usefulness against any enemy with big defense that even like Koops can't win at KO, but like Koops and Mario
Yeah.
could maybe do more damage. Like, I think that's pretty huge. I think this badge gets better too if you're good at super guarding chomps because you can.
Yeah, and
you
runs
can.
where you're not allowed Mega Rush P, you'll be
Yeah.
using it a lot.
Yeah, I definitely think this badge gets more use than you'd think compared to Power Smash because you know it has infinitely more damage potential just because it can pierce every defense point an enemy has.
It can do 2 damage.
Oh, yeah, but like you know, a Chomp has like what 5 defense.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, those enemies don't have much HP, so
it's like Piercing
not
Blow is great.
such a big deal. I personally like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like you have to have Piercing Blow.
Yeah,
in
I
any
kind of
field.
I'm definitely feeling a B tier for this one.
Yeah, same. It's like it may not be the best option. Like it doesn't get used a whole lot, but it's like it's always good to have as an option. I like just have it equipped. It's 1 VP. Yeah,
And less
that's where I
stage
stand.
hazards against Bonetail. Yay.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, JD Easter? Are you good with B?
I think for the sake of Bonedale, I'd put it in B. But
Okay.
otherwise,
B
if it
for
were
Bonetail.
If it
Yes.
were just the other enemies, I'd say I don't think I could justify that high.
No, I don't think I could either. I do think Bonetail helps push it up a lot, actually.
See, the thing is, you do have Power Smash for Bonedale as an alternative.
Yeah, but it's
But,
it's so much worse.
I mean, if you're okay with just spending the 35 or 52 coins, how much does this cost? Whatever it is, if you're doing that much setup for it, and there are badges you can sell, then there's no reason not to use this over it in
Yeah.
all cases, more or less.
Yeah.
Other than
So Cloud K9 asked, "What are you multi bouncing in the pit?" Parabuzzies. There's ice buffs for the exact damage kill.
or Dark
Yeah, that's
Blue
pretty
if you
much
don't
it.
have the
Or
upgrade.
or Dark
Dark
Boo
Boos.
with normal base rank.
So
Coos.
Parabuzzies and Paratroopas to ground them, but
And
like, you don't have to ground them. You can
if-
also just knock them
if
down.
you have a POW block, you can multi bounce lock the set of 3 Dark Koopa Trolls, which is actually I think a big deal. That loadout is nasty. Like that thing can end runs for sure. So I think that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good tech option. I think Bonetail, I think Bonetail and like the no Mega Rush P variants definitely help Piercing Blow. Okay, well, I think we all know what Fire Drive is going to be. I feel like there's there's really only one place it can be, right? Right?
I mean, it does cost 5 FP.
This guy can't. This guy can't. He can't be serious. Anyway, it's S tier. I think we're all in agreement here, right?
I think the moment that you start putting any restrictions on a Pre-Hooktail Pit run, this quickly becomes almost your best option, period. Like, maybe
Yeah.
it only gets fully that way once you're in prologue mode, which we might not necessarily be taking into account here, but
Yeah. Okay, I do need to say though that like pit challenges are definitely doable without this badge. Like this is so like someone literally after JD Aster and I made that tier list and we put Fire Drive in that weird S tier, somebody beat Prologue Pit without Fire Drive. So like it is like obviously it's amazing, and it makes these like harder variants much easier and more doable. And in general, it's just a great badge all around in the Pre-Hooktail Pit. But it's not like it definitely does not. I would disagree now that it makes things doable. It just makes things way better.
It's just like you get it for free very early on.
Yeah.
Why are you not using it?
I mean, it literally, with Coops, with Peril Coops, it eviscerates loadouts. Literally one turning for 8 FP. Which it seems like a lot of FP, but I mean, you're doing like 13 damage to the first guy. That's a lot of damage. You know?
I don't want to be that guy, but isn't it better to just power shell and then defend with Mario for one turn,
This
and then
guy.
power shell again? Isn't that like you'll save 2 FP there?
I would agree with you, but only if enemies are front attacking. Because like if you're not confident with super guarding, and
I mean, you have quick change, right?
I mean, I guess if you do have quick change, yeah. I feel like that's not like what are you like? I guess the question is like when you get to the point where you're really spamming both, like is the two. I don't know. Is the 2 FP saved really worth it in that instance? Like, sometimes you can't have Coops out because you don't want to level up with him. A lot of the times, like, you're gonna get a decent amount. Like, it's not, like, usually you have, like, what, 30, 35 FP by the end? Like, that's a lot of FP. So it's like, if you have Flower Finder on, I feel like that point specifically becomes completely moot. Because like the flowers you get back is so good. Like you can do whatever you want basically. And like if you're leveling up consistently too, like I just feel like it's really not that bad. And like one sweet treat isn't gonna kill you, you know? Like if you're talking speed, I totally agree with you, actually. Like conserving your FP to be speedier is good because you want to be able to use moves at more critical points, but like if you're just going through the motions, like in a normal vanilla Pre-Hooktail Pit, like spending a turn to sweet treat is not like bad. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, I do agree with you though. Like there are plenty of loadout, like you know the dark bristles, like the 2 dark bristles where you just power shell, swap out to Goombella, defend, and then power shell again because that's all you can do.
I just kind of feel that like as amazing as it is, like Power Shell with Mega HP Coops, like it outclasses Fire Drive in almost
absolutely
every capacity. So
I mean, I would agree with you, yes, but I don't think that's enough to put Fire Drive out of S.
yeah, definitely not.
I don't think Fire Drive is the top of S, but after playing an MMO, dot damage is huge to you, bro. This isn't an MMO. Burn is good though. Just imagine that every attack you do is 6. Every Fire Drive is 6 damage instead of 5. Anyway, yeah, I think we're all in agreement though that there's no way Fire Drive is not us.
Look at this nice spread of move badges. If only the full game looked like this.
Okay, bro. All right, let's look at double dip. I think the double dips. Maybe we should do both at the same time, actually, because they're kind of the same. They're both interesting to me.
I do have them on separate tiers.
Really? Okay.
No. They probably should be in the same tier.
Okay. Where did you have them, JD Easter?
The same relatively.
Mm-hmm. So the double dips are like really good for you know, KOing. Like I feel like the most ubiquitous use you'd see is like the double dip against 5 elite wizards, right?
Yeah, double dip, Thunder Rages, and then follow up with a Fire Drive.
Yep.
The back stopwatch is a real thing. It's not as uncommon as you would think.
Yeah, and it's like you could also double dip and just use another Thunder Rage, or double dip and use a Fire Flower if you happen to have one.
See, Games Freak, that's thinking like a Game Facts user there.
Oh my god! Look at that game facts rating.
I need to look up that
Yo, sounds good, Grizz.
thing again, but they were separated by an obscene amount.
That's crazy. So
So
yeah,
double dip can save you.
yeah.
Definitely.
I think so. The thing is, like, you can use either or, but I do think double dip has an edge over double dip because of the fire drive thing.
Wait, so you said double dip P?
I
has
think
an
double.
edge?
I think double dip P is better than double dip because of that like elite wizard combo.
Yeah, I would agree. So
Um,
the question I have is, what other uses are there for the double dips?
I think in Bonetail, both double dips are good, because you can, if you have power punch and like another good item, you could use that. Like, just imagine if you got a boo sheet from like a boo or something, and you were able to double dip power punch boo sheet Goombella turn 1, or even double dip yourself, like or boo sheet yourself or something like. That's kind of
Yeah,
insane.
I guess.
Any leftover attacking items for 4 FP to deal 10 damage with 2 extra Thunder Rages? I don't think that's bad.
But I feel like you're only equipping it because you have a lot of badge points left over. You need to equip something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the double
Well,
dips are like great. I don't think they're amazing badges in this run. It's just like they have this really nice like use against elite wizards.
yeah, honestly, I think that's pretty much the only, not the only use, but like that's the only one that really stands out, and it's a pretty big deal because it can literally save you.
Yeah.
But other than that, it doesn't have too much going on. What would you say, JJ Star?
I'd agree.
I mean, I think I don't know. I guess C tier is probably okay. Unless you guys have it higher or lower.
Yeah, I have it at C, but
Yeah.
I should have both of them at C. I have double dip P in B tier just because it can save you against elites. However,
Yeah.
there's the difference between them isn't that big. So,
No, I would agree. I do think double dip P is above double dip. The question is are they above? Like, where's power jump fit into this tier right now? Then, with the 2 double dips there, you think it's higher? You think it's between them? Lower than both?
so like I think while power jump might be used more, it doesn't save your run
I would say double dip
like double dip
P
P does.
is
I
probably.
have these badges in that exact order on my my list with power jump just after the dips.
Okay, so what would you think about? Okay, what would you think about this order though?
Kind of weird.
Okay. Okay. So
The compromise.
I think this is probably. I think I would agree with this probably because later on they are like the thing to use against the 5 elite wizards, which
Oh,
are also
double
a
dipping-
run ending loadout.
Double dipping 4 Thunder Rages was pretty neat in my
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, these are definitely like. Yeah, I mean these are saving you from a loadout that can actually end your run. It's one of the only floor 90 loadouts that can do that. Or one of the 90s loadouts that can do that. Okay. HP plus. Yeah, I mean I think this badge is.
As much as I'm a fan of the pluses in like just flexibility in the main run, you don't have Chet here.
Yeah, or
Like the only reason I could see using this is if you didn't want to sell it, you could like put it on in place of Lucky Day for Bonetail or something. Then you have to heal your FP beforehand. This kind of nonsense where like you're using it as surrogate BP before you.
Yeah,
get Lucky
I
Day
feel
or
like
something.
this. I feel like this gotta be F tier, honestly.
Yeah, you're leveling it like 20 times in the run, and every 2 floors, late in the 90s, you're leveling up every 2 floors. You have that flexibility to increase your HP or FP, or I guess
Yeah.
HP in this case.
I mean, I think we
Um,
could probably just do both because they're both kind of this. I think
Yeah.
they're both F. Like they're amazing badges in the normal game. Like there's no question. But like in a Pre-Hooktail Pit with all the level ups you get, like you start at like what level 2 and you end at like it's like at level
21.
yeah, like 21
3?
to yeah. I mean, you have so many options. Like I just feel like these guys they can't go anywhere else. And
Having that option though, is it could it be useful against Bonetail? Like,
No,
you
I
do
don't.
have some
I
BP
don't.
left over.
I think the only one that I would use is FP. But I guess that really depends on your comfort level, right? Like with it. Like if you're kind of low for your standards, and you're like, oh, I could use a little more HP. Then it's not like bad. Tarantulas keep killing you. How do you get more HP? You level up, bro. So I think FP plus is a little higher than HP in this case, only because I value being able to spam my moves more. But I still think they're both F, and I think Soft Stomp is still below them.
I might put HP above FP, but either way, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're both right next to each other for sure.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
I was struggling to have like spread the badges out across 7 tiers. So I
I mean,
actually
we might get rid of E, and I'm fine with that.
yeah, I put HP plus and FP plus in E just so it has something, because to me they're like borderline.
Do you want to
But-
just get rid of F tier then?
Those were literally the only badges I had in E tier. So,
Do you want to get rid of F tier and just have an E tier? Yo, what up, Dupless? What do you mean you really hate looking at FP plus in front of? It just aesthetically hurts. Hello?
It's alphabetical order, man.
You know what? Let's keep going, and if it looks really bad at the end, we can like change the tiers. I think. Like if E tier looks like it's got nothing, I don't want to put something in E tier just to put it in. So if it looks like E tiers like really got nothing, we'll just get rid of F tier and put everything that was in F tier in E tier,
yeah,
and that'll be the bottom tier. You know.
Man, I kind of want to defer talking about these badges until we get closer to the other Dazzle options, because I
What?
feel like I'm not going to be able to frame these.
Oh my god, I think you'll be fine. They're both. We need to rank them separately. We're not doing both at the same time.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I think Power Plus versus Power Plus P is really interesting. Because it's like, do you want a stronger Mario? Or do you want a stronger partner? And this is, I think, in the context of no Mega Rush P runs, it holds way more value because, like, if I'm using Mega Rush P, I'm probably running Quick Change. It's not like you need 9 damage. Like, thinking about it right now, you don't need 9 damage for Koops. Goombella 3/3 is nice, but it's not... It's not...
So, are we
breaking...
talking about Power Plus or Power Plus P?
Oh. I was kind of like talking about both of them. Let's just do Power Plus first.
Alright.
Okay. Power Plus is really good for Fire Drive. Because of its cascading down damage. It's just starting at a higher base is good. I feel like that saved me a lot in my no Mega Rush P, no Super Guards run. Especially against Bonetail, because that fight was not going well. Like the entire time I was getting pretty shafted in terms of luck. Like I had a really crappy audience. So I was like, I was taking a bunch of damage. The only reason I won was because of the luckies I got. Honestly, like I was literally getting out damaged by Bonetail because of how long it was taking me to Sweet Treat. And I think the extra turns that I saved with that, extra point of damage really came through as well.
It's pretty expensive. Like, in a non-HRG run, you only get those 15 star pieces. So,
Yes.
like usually, like not usually, but like you would want to equip Heart Finder or Flower Finder or Item Hog as your secondary badge.
Yes, because in HRG you get to you can pick one of
21
those, right?
is what you get, so you get
Right.
like one of the pluses and one of the finders.
Yeah, which is nice. So,
I mean, I don't think I've ever done a run where I used Power Plus, so I don't have a like.
I mean, I'm really going off the
But it
run
is
I just
pretty-
did. So
I mean, like Power Plus, like extra power in general is pretty.
yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I've used it as a no Mega Rush P as well. Like this was
Yeah.
way back in the day before I even
mean-
had access to the finders.
I mean,
in
it's
addition,
right.
but,
I mean, you know, giving Mario that Super Goombella stat is good too. Like, I know I'm like saying Super Goombella, but that's kind of what it feels like because she gets that for free without a badge. So giving Mario that like 2 base is good. Again, you can 1-hit KO Lakitus, which I think is really good, especially in a no Super Guards run. But if I'm really, yeah, I don't know. I think Power plus P is probably better, but the Fire Drive was nice. I don't know, it was nice.
I think it depends on a run.
Yeah.
So
But even
JD
in-
Acer did he used Power Plus in your no Mega HP run, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting because I would use Power Plus P.
I think if I
This
I
was,
think if
this
I-
was at a pre-HRG time, so I'm curious as to whether that would have changed things for me. But I did appreciate the damage on the fire drives and to a like the standard jumps, the fire drives to a lesser extent, like the sleep stomps or whatever.
I mean, even the piercing blow too is kind of nice. It's not like amazing, but it's
Yeah.
nice. I think
or the hammer that can damage Bone Tail by itself.
I mean that yeah. I think the biggest thing for me choosing Power Plus or Power Plus P obviously was that I was doing no Super Guards. So I feel like if you're doing no Super Guards and you have to take damage, I feel like, you know, Mario is the one who's like, if you really think about it, Mario's the one who's staying alive. Like if the partners die, it's bad, but it's not the end of the world. Mario's the one who needs to stay alive and deal damage, so I feel like that's like when you think about Bone Tail, it's like when the partners die, you literally just that Power plus P is completely wasted. In a no Super Guards run, but in any run where you can actually Super Guard and maybe dodge some damage from Bone Tail, like I'm probably using Power plus P more.
I mean, you don't have to Super Guard to keep your partners alive too. It's.
I mean,
I feel
We'll
like
get to that shortly.
yeah.
well, okay. What do you? Well, I mean, I literally could not keep my partners alive in that Bone Tail fight because of my crappy audience. So
We'll get to that in the next tier list.
So I needed the Power Plus for sure. Like that would have been dead weight for me. I literally had to just do the sweet treat stuff. So,
Okay. Yeah. I agree
but
with
I mean that's a specific like obviously like I mean you can't just be like oh man but you know I want to say like that audience like the reason why Power Plus is better, but the fact I think what I'm trying to get at is that Power Plus is a better safety net in no Super Guards and to an extent any run where like if you're not comfortable Super Guarding Bone Tail, I think Power Plus is a safer bet against Bone Tail because the audience is out of your control and like you have a better chance of getting use out of Power Plus over Power Plus P in that instance. I still think Power Plus P is better though. Like in general. This is like I'm just talking about Bone Tail right now. You know?
I think it comes down to personal preference. Can't go wrong with either.
Would agree. I do think Power Plus is I would oh man, I don't know. It's A or B for me.
Yeah, I have it as A. So
I could go either way.
Oh really? You could put it in B?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I feel like I think I'm gonna put it in A though.
okay, but we can agree that like the badge point cost is not a problem, right?
I mean, you're using this at the strict exclusion of quick change, which people can justify. So,
Yes, yeah.
if quick change isn't a problem, to a lesser extent, this isn't a problem either.
Yeah, because you're basically you have to level up 3 times to equip.
You're only
quick change.
bringing in one big ticket badge in terms of BP costs.
Yeah, yeah.
And no, we're not counting happy lucky lottery grinding. Because that changes a lot of things.
No,
They
that's.
should have made that clear in the beginning.
Oh my god, I'm so
Almost followed
sorry.
up.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it. Don't worry. I usually edit these tier list videos. I will put it in there. I swear it'll be in there. It'll say we're not using HRG or Happy Lucky Lottery. Stop it. And then I'm gonna put a clip of the guy like yelling at you. Yeah, it'll be great. Okay. I do think it's not as good as Sleep Stomp or Power Bounce, though.
Would agree.
Like, it's definitely below those two. I think on the, I guess these two are kind of like two sides of the same coin. I do think Power Plus P is above Power Plus, but like, I don't think it's any higher.
Yeah, I don't have any personal experience with it.
I
but
think the theory for me behind it is, so I think in any Mega Rush P run, I really don't think like Power Plus P is impactful. Is that really that impactful? So, like, I think this badge gets way more use out of like a non-Mega Rush P variant where Goombella at Super Rank starts with 3 base, which I think is insane. Like having an ultra rank in air quotes Goombella.
I mean, it's just for the head bonk. The power bounce is only getting 2 extra damage.
Well, that is true. That is true. It is good.
To be fair, it hits the break point on Bone Tail, which is important.
and Koops at Super Rank gets to 2-round like Poison Pokies and Dark Boos and all that other stuff. Which I think is also important. Like in a no Mega Rush P context. I think the biggest issue is that like Power Plus P, and Power Plus to an extent from any Mega Rush P thing is like you really I feel like you just don't need that one extra point of damage is not making a difference when Mega Rush P is like flooring everything anyway. Like I guess if you have non-super rank Koops, you could get Power Plus P to then 1 round with Mega Rush P, but why would you do that? I don't know. I think that
I'd be interested in a run where you use Mega Rush P and Power Plus P.
I guess it's something we could. I mean, it's something someone could try for sure. Definitely.
You could technically keep Goombella alive against Bone Tail with Last Stand P and Sweet Treat.
It is true. It is true.
And
or give her a slow shrimp.
20 damage, or is it 20 damage? 6.5. Yeah, 20 damage with the Multi-Bonk. 30 with Power Punch. So
yeah, that's insane. Wait, hold on. Cody, 3 Pre-Hooktail Pits over the last 3 days. Died in 2 of them because he lost both partners early on. So Power Plus or Power Plus P. I mean, I can see what you're saying, Cody. Were you running with Mega Rush P though? Like I feel like if you're doing vanilla, like with Mega Rush P Koops, I really don't think that this has. I just don't know how much weight that opinion can hold. Like if your partners are dying and you have Mega Rush Koops, I feel like that's like. I mean that's just something you have to get used to, right? Like how to recover from that.
yeah, Heartfinder, Quick Change. There's ways to keep them alive.
I think Power Plus versus Power Plus P comes into play when Mega Rush P is not a factor. I mean, I'm not saying it. I'm saying I think his opinion's valid. I'm just saying, like, I just don't know how much weight it holds if he was using Mega Rush P, because I just don't think, like, the conversation of giving, I don't know. I just feel like giving Mario 1 extra power instead of having the flexibility to swap around with Mega Rush P is, like, not something I would even consider at this point. That's what I'm saying. I do agree, though. I do think that, like, yeah, I would love to try a Mega Rush P with Power Plus P. I just think, I mean, we'll talk about it when we get to Quick Change, why I don't think that's, like, good, like, or, like, amazing. But it's not, like, unviable. I just don't think it's, like, the way I would suggest going about it.
I'm gonna step out for a couple minutes.
Okay, sounds good. JD Easter, any thoughts on Power Plus P?
No, this is
He's
the
like-
badge that I have. This
he's-
is probably one of the badges I have the least experience.
Okay, so I
Theory
feel
crafting
so
with
none. I
this,
feel
so,
like
like-
none of us have really used. I think I've used Power Plus P, but before maybe. Did I use Power Plus P in 10 HP no Mega Rush P? Actually, I'm gonna look that up while we wait for Coop. Hold on, this is a good thing to look up. Let's look it up right now.
You probably did, but I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out together, huh? Is this the first one? It is sick.
Preparations.
Oh my god, I put a lot of stuff in here.
Too long.
What's too long? The description? I did. I chose Power Plus P. I chose Power Plus P so I can multi-bog Bonetail.
It left so much of an impression.
Okay, so I mean I did use Power Plus P. So yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I don't know. I think in the grand scheme of things, if you're not using Mega Rush P, Power Plus P is definitely better. The only reason I chose Power Plus over Power Plus P and no Super Guards was again because I felt like during Bonetail, partners were almost guaranteed to die. That's what it felt like to me. Because you're forced to take damage, so it's like there's only so much you can do to recover from that, you know? I just feel like Mario having the extra attack power was better. But in any other run where you can like be more defensive and like not have to take bristle damage for 8 turns straight, I think Power Plus P is the way to go. You know? So I think we agreed, right? I think Power
That
Plus...
mover on 82 was an MVP.
Oh my god, it was. I think Power Plus P is above Power Plus, though. Would you agree?
Not by more than one slot.
Yeah, no. I think this is where it goes. Below Power Bounce.
We still talking about Power Plus?
I think we're done.
Oh, I looked up whether or
Assuming
not...
we're happy with this.
Yeah, I looked up whether... While we were waiting, I decided to look up whether or not Power Plus P... I used it in my 10 HP Pre-Hooktail Pit, and I did. With no Mega Rush P. I actually used it. I used it with Heartfinder.
I used it too.
So, yeah. Okay, that's kind of where I'm thinking. Like, I do get what Connor is saying. Or Cody, I'm sorry. Not Connor. God, why did I say that? I do get what Cody is saying, but I do feel like... with how many... If you're doing no HRG, I'd probably maybe agree with that, but with HRG and the ability to grab a finder, I think that's... There's easy ways to keep easy-ish ways to keep partners alive. Power Plus P definitely gives you more damage. It gives you more bang for your buck most of the time. Okay, that's enough about Power Plus P. Let's talk about Last Stand. Let's go do some defensive badges. How do we feel about Last Stand?
Pretty good especially for low HP runs.
JJ,
and Saver
Yeah.
Spin too.
Yeah, I feel like not having played any 10 HP runs personally, this has been a like this is a badge that doesn't see a lot of use. Like outside of 10 HP, you have to be really hurting to have to be thinking about like, okay, how do I tank one extra hit with this thing? Like it's really nice for that backup, and that probably comes up a heck of a lot more often in 10 HP runs.
Yeah, you know, I think because Mario has that freedom to upgrade his HP, and you can get it pretty high, like, I think the second you're hitting, like, 30 or above...
Like unrestricted, you'll never see this badge.
Yeah, I feel like I'll really
This
never see it. But this badge was hella life-saving in my no super cards run. I think, but I'm gonna be real, I think C is probably the perfect place for it. Because, like, you can get some use out of it in some runs, and some runs you're just never gonna see it. But any player that has, like, 40 HP and gets hit by, like, every Piranha Plant and is down, like, 30 HP suddenly, they'll find some use out of this.
Sure. I mean, it's cheap.
Yeah.
To equip, at least.
Yeah. I think C is good. I don't think it's better than any of the other 3 badges, though.
I think it's one of the few cases where, like, stacking Last Stand with Close Call could be a good idea, right?
Absolutely.
Just like full danger mode.
Yeah, close calls pretty much it's in the same spot in terms of like that last gasp, but it's also like less reliable. You can't do looping with it.
Yeah. Do you guys think C, like where it is right now, is good?
Yeah, I had it at C.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Below the dips and power jump?
I had it at the top, but it's whatever. It can go either way.
Okay. I think it's
Strongly opinionated.
okay. I think it's got. I feel like. Yeah.
You know, actually, now that I think about it, I think I'd definitely be using power jump way more than last time.
Okay. I just think last day. I think last stand, especially in an unrestricted run, it's like you're never using. Again, unless you're fighting a bunch of the 80s and 90s, and you're like, holy shit, where'd my HP go? I have 50 of it. Where'd it go? Because you're not like you can't really super guard, which is perfectly. That's fine. Plenty of players like can't just super guard everything, so like that's something to consider. Okay, last MP though, I think last MP is definitely quite a bit better. Maybe not like way better, but like the fact that you can take that one slow shroom you get and equip and because you get 2 of them, you can equip 2 and literally loop Bonetail with Coops, I think is something that can't be overlooked for sure. Like normal guarding, by the way, like not even super guarding. You just normal guard loop slow shroom with Coops.
You use slow shrooms?
Yeah, so the one you get on West Side sewers?
No, like I'm just wondering, have you ever used a slow shroom in your runs?
No, but I know it's a common. I know it's a common speedrun strategy.
I'm thinking instead of doing that, just sweet treat.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could do that too.
You're leaving the audience up to luck at that point.
I do think the slow shroom like strat for that is a little more consistent because you don't. It's like 9 turns of guaranteed no having to worry about like sweet treating to recover. But I mean, at some point you're gonna have to sweet treat anyway for Mario, if you're normal guarding. So, what do I know?
See, the fact that you get 2 of these, like the one in Hooktail Castle and then the one from the shop, you can reduce the damage of pretty much anything to 2 or less.
Yeah, I mean, Coops being able to reduce Chomp to 1 damage in danger is actually insane. Like, just to bring up a quick example.
Yeah.
Just watch the entirety of Kappy's like recent run from 70
yeah,
onward.
yeah. I feel like if you want to see how good Last Stand P is, you should check out my no super guards no Mega Rush P run, where I intentionally made like every poor decision imaginable during prep to make that the hardest run of my life. But yeah, like just in general, because partners can't level up HP, like you get to the 70s, 80s, 90s, and suddenly your partners are like dying in 2 to 3 hits compared to Mario with his probably 40 plus HP at that point. So it's like, they're taking a lot of damage, and the last stand, like 2 last stands can increase the number of hits they need to take from like 2 to like 4 sometimes. And like 2 extra hits is a lot of star power regen that you can then sweet treat. It's like, I feel like that really can't be understated. It's a very safe and easy badge to equip too. It's only 2 BP for both of them. Like, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think, where did you guys put it? I'm just curious.
I put it on B, but like kind of borderline.
Borderline A or borderline?
Or C. Borderline C.
What about you, J-Easter?
I'd put it a solid B, personally.
I think it's better than Piercing Blow, for what it's worth. Probably.
I think
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Probably.
Yeah. I think
But
this is
I think I think this is my problem. But like, I usually forget that I have last stand P equipped. So it's like when you're trying to set up Peril.
Hey, now that sounds like a you issue. That's
Yeah,
like
it's. I mean, definitely better than last stand. Like,
that's like when Fat Guy forgot he had Hammerman in that one equipped in that one run he did in Skilled or Killed. And
Oh,
almost
what
died
happened?
because I can't. I mean, I'd have to rewatch. He like I can't remember. I'd have to rewatch it. You know how he did those like Skilled or Killed things. He had like he went to a loadout with like Hammerman or Jumpman equipped, but he equipped like I think maybe he had Jumpman and he equipped Fire Drive and was like, yeah, I'm gonna use Fire Drive, and he couldn't use it and like failed to run away or something. It almost killed him.
hmm,
It was amazing.
interesting.
What do you mean my sass, bro? I'm just listen, man. We all make mistakes. I'm just saying, if you forget Last Stand P is on, it's I don't know. I don't know if I can knock Last Stand P because you forget it's on.
I feel like everyone equips the last stands in the beginning.
Yeah, and
A
then
little
they
bit,
just and
but
then,
like you don't even use it, right? Because it's so easy.
I mean,
It's like you
that
have to
is
equip
true.
something.
That is true.
2 last stands and a Mega HP or Power
Yeah,
Drum.
that's true. This you can barely remember what day it is, bro. You need to get checked out. All right. Let's okay. I can I not even can I just put this in S tier, please? Can I put this at the top of S tier and we can just be done?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like
Because
we've been discussing it a
yeah,
lot
like okay,
just
so I mean, Mega Rush
as we
P
go.
is your best friend.
You literally change. There is a different wiki article for not equipping this badge.
Yeah, like there's literally an entire challenge run variant with that just excludes this badge. Like
then again, that's half the runs on the wiki. You can't use this badge in.
listen,
It has
bro.
to move it down.
Bro. Oh my god. Like Mega Rush P is your best friend. Mega Rush P pays for your meal. Mega Rush P drives you when your car breaks down. Mega Rush P does your taxes for you. That's how good it is in Pre-Hooktail Pit. I don't think I can really explain it any other way. I think that was a pretty apt explanation of how good Mega Rush P is. See, Gibstag gets it. Gibstag gets it. Like, it's just that good. It's very good. Now, the only thing I'm going to talk about, like, in terms of, like, what you could knock from Mega Rush P is that, like, I'm not going to say it's, like, a skill issue, but, like, it is difficult to just jump into Pre-Hooktail Pit and start using Mega Rush P comfortably. You know? Like, I feel like part of the reason Coop and I made that tutorial was because I feel like people see Mega Rush P and they're like, oh man, like they're very uncomfortable with it. They like, I think I may have said this before, but it's like players will start with Coops in Peril and they'll fly through like floors 1 through 40 just fine. But the second Coops dies or like they get out of Peril, their entire like play just crumbles because they don't know how to get back into it. Like that is something that you need to learn how to do to get the best use out of this badge. But once you overcome that hurdle, it is undoubtedly the best badge in Pre-Hooktail Pit. That's how I feel about it. Anything else you two would like to add?
Like, I don't even know what would come close.
Yeah.
Like, when considering all of the runs by themselves, like on their own.
Yeah. I mean, again, the fact there's no fire drive, no power plus P, no. I think this is the only badge that gets excluded from runs to make it harder because of how good it is. So, I mean, I just feel like no soft stomp. Okay, man, we're taking Gibstag's taking it too far. So yeah, it's the tippity top the best badge in Pre-Hooktail Pit. No fire drive? No, it's not. Not, at least not on the wiki.
If you had to name another badge that could be made into a condition, maybe prologue no fire drive. But
I mean, yeah, you could do
that's
like
fairly restricted at that point.
I mean, GiveStack does have a point. Anything's a thing if you want to be, but I feel like the no Mega Rush P variant of Pre-Hooktail Pit is like a pretty common variant that you see. Because it changes how you approach the pit, right?
I think the next broken move, item, or badge or whatever would be Sweet Treat. So I would
Yes.
probably-
True.
Yeah,
True.
I would.
Yeah.
I would rather. Like, I feel like you would rather say no Sweet Treat over no Fire Drive probably, because Sweet
Sure.
Treat like is insane too. That's not on this list, but I doesn't think it needs to be because it's all you have. So, all right, close call. Oh, so what up, Amazy? So close call. What do you guys think? I hate. So you guys know I hate luck badges. So I don't have a very good opinion of this. Like, I know it's a good like last gasp, but I'm still not a big fan. So I'd like to know what you guys think.
I think you put it on the right spot, just like that. I don't need to go anywhere. I mean, you have to be at 5 HP for it to work. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like stacking, like in a run where you have so much HP, just stacking Lucky Days and Pretty Luckies will suffice. You don't really need Close Call.
Okay.
In a lower HP run, I guess it could have a little more use if you want to, stack the lucky badges with Close Call for when you're in danger. But then again, you're relying
Go to
on
my Mind Palace. That's like what, like a 55% rate at that point, I think. Because like
With-
a lucky day and a pretty lucky is basically a close call.
And then close call makes it like 50. With close call, it's like
55, I think.
55. I mean, that's pretty good.
That means you might get 2 uses out of your last stand, provided you get the close call one,
Dude,
the evasion one first.
Games Freak, what the? Hey, not lucky enough sounds like a skill issue? You're right, dude. I wish I could be luckier.
Yeah, I couldn't see putting it any higher on the list.
I
than where it
think-
currently provisionally is.
Coop said something really cool about the last stand close call combo is pretty cool, but I think that combo is really good only in like a 10 HP run, where like one hit could put you into that range, and then you have a chance to like evade an attack instead of, and if you don't, you have the last stand to fall back on, which is kind of nice. But it's again like a 33% chance is nice, but it's still unreliable.
Yeah, I was mostly just basing it off of an old memory of mine, where
Sure.
it was against like multiple tarantulas.
Yeah,
And when you do the multi-hit attack,
mm-hmm. And you
on
get
last stand and close call kicks in.
yeah. No, I feel
But
that,
it's- yeah,
but
stacking them could really save you.
I think the way it is right now with last stand above close call, but they're in the same tier, is like the perfect spot. So, like you said. All right,
Only
hey,
one bad point, so
yeah.
never hurts to go.
Hey, we're going into all the lucky badges. All right, pretty lucky.
It's not Gypstack. It really should be. It's
Yeah,
not. It's
it's
in
not.
the post chapter 3 shop or something, and that's the only copy.
Yeah, it's literally the only copy.
You're probably thinking of the Happy Hearts.
Listen, man, Super Mario Wiki's
That are
wrong.
Super Mario Wiki is.
Super Mario Wiki's wrong on a lot of things.
Please fix it. There's an edit button for that sort of thing.
Man, when are we making our own
Very
wiki?
funny. Boy.
When's the project fix Mario Wiki from the Glitz Pit? Anyway.
Yeah, we need a cleanup weekend. Just like look at all the 1,000-Year Door.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway,
Send all potential issues to me, and then
so
I'll
pretty
vet the
lucky.
approvals.
So pretty lucky on its own is not super great. I think pretty lucky's main use comes from like stacking it with Lucky Day for that extra bit of chance.
Or 2 pretty luckies.
Oh, you get 2, right? You get 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You get 2
Okay, that does
if you have extra star pieces available.
Okay, that does bump it up for me if you want to get 2. Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm curious as to what
20%.
layouts of badges you're buying from Dazzle to
Can
fit
we
this
hold
in.
on? Let me look up. Hold on. Let's look it up. Right? I'm like curious. Dazzle TTYD.
Because offhand, I'm thinking like if you're doing HRG
Let's see.
with quick change, you're just gonna get 2 finders.
Oh, this is
guaranteed.
even worse, bro. Does this have the list? Okay, this is at least this is correct.
No,
Okay,
this is correct.
okay. So you have 21. You have 21 star pieces, right?
Yeah.
So let's say
If
you
you're
get.
going for a power plus, then you're getting a finder. If you're
Yeah.
going for quick change, I think you're getting 2 finders, probably flower and item hog.
Quick change.
6,
Okay, never mind.
14,
I was thinking 15 star pieces.
Yeah, it leaves you with
8,
13.
14, 19. Okay, yeah. I mean, so this is all obviously personal preference, but you could tech like one of the finders into Pretty Lucky and also chill out because I think you can get
Yeah.
both. But like other than that, like you're right. I'm not really seeing this. I feel like you're probably not going to be seeing the second Pretty Lucky
Yeah.
as much
Yeah,
as you
I guess
think.
if you're no, even if you're running 15, then you're taking it at the exclusion of quick change.
Yeah, I do think
Or a
this.
binder,
Like,
but yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I do think this badge is worse than Close Call. Like, it's on its own. It's not doing it. It's really not doing anything for you, in my opinion. Especially in an unrestricted run where you have a ton of HP, and it's like that one lucky with Mario is not making any kind of difference. That Sweet Treat couldn't just make up for you. You know.
Yeah, and when you're against spiky Parabuzzies and you want to take damage, it was that part.
It's actively harmful.
It's actively
those grindy
harmful.
floors.
Yeah. So I think.
I think this
Like-
would improve if you did have a legitimate reason for taking 2 of them.
Yeah, but it's like I just feel like even what's Lucky Day and one power and one Pretty Lucky on its own, is that Close Call? Just
yeah, more
okay.
or less 32.5%.
I mean that's not bad combined, but I do think Lucky Day is the driving force behind that, obviously. So I just think Pretty Lucky is not. If we were to have an E tier badge, like our first E tier badge, I would put Pretty Lucky in that tier.
Yeah, I think it cleanly falls between what we have in those tiers thus far, but I could see moving it up to D or down. Like, I don't think I'd move it down to F, but I could see moving.
No,
it
I
up to
wouldn't
D
move it
if
down.
We get rid of that.
I wouldn't move it down to F. But what do you think,
We
Coop?
strike that tier.
Yeah, so I had it on the same tier as Close Call, but
I did too, honestly, but
Just-
like thinking realistically about it, like
Yeah, it's just
I was more rating it as 2 of them.
I know there are a few challenge runner in the good spit that really like Pretty Lucky, but
Yeah, some of them may have rated it an A in some tier list at some point. What a silly thing to
oh
do.
my! There's no way.
Definitely don't go looking up
No way.
badge tier lists on like Google Images or anything.
We are not factoring in Happy Lucky Lottery, Akame. So I think this thing's got to be E. I can't see it I can't see it on the same tier as Multi Bounce and Power Smash. I just feel like it's like one of those tech fillers where it's like, oh my god, like what are you? It's like I understand people like that little luck, and I won't say it's not bad. I think it's pretty good in a 10 HP run, but like any other run where Mario's able to upgrade HP, I just feel like it's whatever. Did I even use it in my No Super Guards run? I can't even remember. I think I kept it for like Bone Tail maybe, but like
I imagine you had to have added on for that.
I had to have had it. I had to have had it on, right?
And that's where you're gonna use it, realistically.
Like like a No Super Guards, you have to take damage kind of run. Yes.
I mean,
for
Bone
sure.
Tail is where you're gonna use it.
Oh well, yeah. Yes.
well, like,
Okay.
the reason I
Oh.
wouldn't put it. I guess I'm okay putting it at E, but I feel like once you
Again,
get Lucky Day,
I don't really
you
have
will
much
always
of a,
equip both of them, right?
I mean, I don't know if that's true. Like, depending on your BP, like I would just equip Lucky Day.
I mean, in a low HP run.
Oh,
you
in a
will
low,
have
oh,
enough
in a low,
BP.
absolutely, yeah. In a
So-
low HP run, absolutely, you're equipping both. But I don't think that's enough to like take it out of E. Because are you using it Are you using like? I guess the question is, are you using it all the time during that 10 HP run or no? Like, or are you just having close call on and equipping other things?
You'll have enough BP for it in a 10 HP run.
I mean, unless you just go like,
Oh.
unless you really focus on FP.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm fine with putting it at E,
Okay.
but it's.
I mean, the thing is, there are a lot of badges. Some I just in my experience making all these lists, there's always like a couple badges where it's like you could see it in 1 or 2 tiers, and like you're just like you wouldn't argue it. For this one, I feel like I could see pretty lucky at the very bottom of D, but I feel like E is a good spot for me.
Okay, sure. I mean, putting it 2 tiers lower than close call is kind of. I don't know. It's okay.
I mean, again, let's just see how it looks at the end, because I mean, I wouldn't mind moving it up to bottom of D, and because you're right, if it's like 2 tiers below close call, now that you mention it, does seem a little wild. Okay, what about Lucky Day though? I mean, this is definitely the best luck badge in Pre-Hooktail Pit in this suite of luck badges, right? I feel like I think it's got to be at least a tier higher than Close Call.
Would agree.
Because it's like you get this badge and it's like, okay, I'm equipping it because, you know, the little bit of luck goes a long way. Even the 25%, right? Like, it's still 1 in 4. It's not terrible. And like, even if Mario has a lot of HP, I don't know. The enemies then are like, yo, if you don't know how to super guard, I'm about to eviscerate your HP. You know?
It'll probably proc at least once on that downward spiral.
Yo, Gibstack, thank you for the 5 months, my dude. Appreciate you, buddy. So yeah, that's.
Is it Gibstack or Gibstack?
Oh, I say Gib.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, Gibstack. I'm sorry. It's either? Okay. What a guy. What a Chad, dude. What an absolute baller. Gibstack. Oh god, I've been saying Gibstack the entire time I've known you. I'm so sorry, man, if that's wrong.
That it took until that Mario Superstars streamer. I think it was Cloud that asked about the pronunciation. I'm like, I have never once thought to ask that.
I just... Okay, anyway, yeah, so I think... I mean, I don't think there's really anything else to say about Lucky Day, right? Like, it's just, you're going to probably put it on when you get to the 90s, and you'll keep it on for Bone Tail. And...
Yeah, like if you're experienced enough, you don't need it. But
yeah, but it's like so
It's-
nice to have.
yeah,
Like
Low-
even
low
I still
HP
put it
run.
on, right? Don't you put it on too sometimes? Like we put it on.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Like
I
I'm
mean,
super guard. I'm super guarding like lightning wizard lightning left and right, and I'm still putting it on. You know, like
for like 10 HP runs. Or
Oh, yeah.
Prologue Pit.
oh yeah, like
Definitely.
100. Well, yeah, prologue pit not really matter, but for low HP runs, 100% I'm putting it on. Like I don't know.
I feel like if you have Quick Change, equipping that in a Lucky Day is like a lot of BP.
It is a lot of that
in an
is true.
unrestricted run.
There's a lot of BP. Yes,
But
you are
for
right
a
about
low
that.
HP run, you will have enough BP.
I do think though that like even in an unrestricted, equipping it for Bone Tail is generally seen as like an okay thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like maybe not in the 90s proper, but like at least for Bone Tail, when you have to unequip everything else that doesn't work on Bone Tail. Like sometimes that's enough to like free up enough VP that you're sitting at enough to level to get that Lucky Day on. Anyway, I think it's probably the bottom of B though. I don't know if it's that much higher.
Yeah, I have it as B, so
I would put
Yeah.
it. I definitely would not put it above Last Stand P.
Agreed.
And I think Piercing Blow is probably a little better, I would say. Oh, that's an interesting story, Givestack. God, that's interesting. That's a cool nickname story. I like that. Okay. All right. I can just put both of these at the bottom of F, right? Right? Both of these bottom of F, right? Yeah? Yeah?
We're not accounting for like
10 HP?
last ditch 10 HP, like no Mega Rush P, trying to stay alive while Sweet Treat farming.
Oh god. I mean, okay.
At least put them above Soft Stomp.
Okay. Well, I guess I'd put them above these two then too. But which one's better? Happy Heart or Happy Heart P?
Well, one you have to spend star pieces on.
Which one is that?
The P.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Happy Heart, you get 2 Happy Hearts. Stacking them might not be a bad idea.
Okay, you know what? Nah, Amazy's right. I think Happy Heart P has to be the worst badge. Right? It literally can take you out of peril.
You're not using it if you have Mega Rush P, obviously.
Well, actually,
we're not. We shouldn't rate things on negative.
okay. Well, that's no. You know what? No. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter because you can just quick change out, and then it doesn't matter, which you usually are. Like, take the Bone Tail fight. Like, you're quick changing out into Coops unless he's dead, which hopefully he's not. You know.
Where do you get the Happy Heart P and Rookport source? Is that post chapter 1?
It's chapter 2, or when you get Flurry. Or is that Damage Dodge P? I don't remember. I think it's the one you get with Flurry.
I think that is Happy Heart P.
I mean, the Happy Heart you get in Pedal Middles.
Yeah.
It does have an amazing ability to give you coins. You know?
It's true. That's what this tier is shaping up to be at this rate.
It's free money.
We'll order. We should just order by reverse badge cost.
Oh my god. Oh god, is Happy Heart P worse than HV Plus and FV Plus?
I mean, probably.
Okay. Listen, we're ordering out all the badges. I think that's where it's gotta be, man. Happy Heart will be at the top. I do agree that stacking Happy Heart is like not bad, especially in low HP runs. Like, it can help. Especially because if you miss like a heart on Sweet Treat, because you can't be perfect every time, it's like getting that proc to get you back to full is huge. Especially also if you get bitten and you heal 7, it can put you back to 10, which again is also huge. Like, because sometimes Bonetail likes to bite 4 times in a row, and you can't do anything about that. So, it's not the end, So, yeah, I think this is probably fine. I don't really think there's anything else to say about Happy Heart, though, because, like, in the course of battles, it's like, whatever. You can just Sweet Treat, What about Happy Flower, though?
150 coins.
It's true. It sells
Right.
sells
Why?
for 75, I think.
Where would you put
Oh no,
this?
never mind. Yeah, you have to buy it.
Where would you put Happy Flower?
If you're doing a no Suchi run and you run out of FP against Bonetail.
I feel like this might be another E tier contender.
Yeah, I'm not. I was like just thinking, it's like, which of these is better? This or Pretty Lucky? Probably Pretty Lucky, but not by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, because it's harmless filler.
Harmless 150 coin filler.
Holy crap! What?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, why would you buy it? But then at the same time, it's an okay filler, I guess.
Yeah,
But you're not going to be relying on it.
No. I think E tier is probably the perfect place for it then, because it's like not actively super terrible, but it's just not. It's super underwhelming.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I did put it in F though.
You
'Cause I
did?
never
Okay.
get it.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
I think. Yeah. I just like the thing is, Happy Heart has one use and it's low HP runs, and it's just not.
I feel like if you could get Happy Flower on a field, it would be better.
I would.
I don't
Well-
know if we're considering that, but still.
I don't think it would be enough to bump it up at any point. But is it really 150 coins?
105 if you get it on sale.
That's okay. Well, maybe it needs to be. Maybe that's enough to like impact
I mean, like,
it.
if we're getting rid of the E tier, I would very much suggest splitting those badges up. Because the opportunity cost is kind of silly for how filler it is.
Let's just see. Again, let's just see. We're almost near the end. Let's see.
I
what it
guess
looks
the
like.
The no sweet treat aspect.
No, I don't know if one run is
Yeah.
enough to really save it. Let's just see where E tier ends up, right? Because I'm kind of leaning towards getting rid of it right now. But let's just see how the rest of the badges play out, right?
Sure.
I think. Okay.
These are fascinating to me.
Yeah, like,
'Cause I have never once theory crafted how to use these.
Have you ever used this coop in a run?
Nope.
I have never once
This is
used
just
Flower
such an
Saver, except for one run. I did a hold on.
How many words are about to be typed into this experimental?
That's what I did, bro. Look at this. Badge setup experiment. I did 15 HP with Flower Saver. Let's see what I said. I found that this was 4.5 years ago. That's insane.
I've never watched this video.
I remember it existing.
Well, now you can go watch it. It's I found that spamming partner moves along Fire Drive became much easier with Flower Saver P. Wow, I found it satisfying to use. Hello? Huh. That's actually interesting to me.
What I
Did
don't
you?
find satisfying is the freaking star piece cost.
Yes, that's true. 10?
This is very much a what if. This is, I guess, the one scenario where you might actually go for Pretty Lucky if you find this more useful than Flower Finder. and
yeah, I
another
guess.
Finder.
Yeah, quick change, Flower Saver, and Pretty Lucky. Okay,
You're turning
so
down the Flower Finder item hog core at that point, and that seems like a weird trade-off.
just
to me.
remember that this was 4.5 years ago. My opinions and my skill have changed drastically, I feel like, in that amount of time, right? I think we got to do both of these. So, like you said, they are fascinating because, again, I've never used Flower Saver before, ever. Only Flower Saver P in that one experiment video. And I don't think I ever will use Flower Saver because I can't conceive. Like, I can't think of
Like,
an actual use case for it.
I'm really thinking the only reasonable trade-off here is like you're turning you are turning down Flower Finder and Item Hog together to pick this up, and I'm wondering if that's justifiable.
I think no. Coop?
We're going quick change and Flower Saver
Yeah.
on your next run, Kappy.
I guess I could try it. Time for another Pre-Hooktail Pit experiment video. I don't think... Like, I'm going to give it a try, probably, but, like, it's so sad because these badges, again, besides the one time I used Flower Saver P, I've never used this badge, and I feel like I can't ascertain its true power because Flower Finder literally, I feel like, outclasses them in every way. I feel like Flower Finder is just a Flower Saver and Flower Saver P because of the flowers you get. Like, on average, is fine.
Yeah,
Like,
the thing is, it's more flexible too. You have to choose one if you pick this.
yeah, it's like you're able to get more badges even if you don't get another Finder badge, even with just Flower Finder and Quick Change. It's like you can get a lot out of it, right? It's like I think these badges are actually really bad, and they're only really bad because Flower Finder exists, and you have a limited pool of star pieces.
Yeah, they're bad because there's an explicit trade-off you have to make.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess we could be nice and not put them in F, but honestly, I mean, we've never used them. Shouldn't they be F?
They're in the same. For me, they're in the same tier as like Happy. They're in the same tier as Happy Flower and the HP plus patches. It's just like you could like that the tier is like stuff you would not bother to pick up, or like, I mean, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them as F2. Like,
how much BP would have to cost to be good? It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. It's not about the BP cost, because the BP cost Games Freak is actually okay. It's more like, it's more that Heartfinder on average gives you like, so Heartfinder guarantees a flower every floor, right?
Yeah.
The
Flower Finder does.
Yeah, sorry, Flower Finder
does not.
Sorry. So Flower Finder on average at least gives you a flower every floor. The fact that you'll get more, like sometimes you get like 5 flowers or like 4, and it's like
1 to 3 from the badge.
1 to 3 from the badge. So it's like,
Yeah.
getting 3, even getting 3 like 5 times, like, I know that sounds kind of silly, but like doing it even that little bit is like, damn, it's insane. Like, it's so good throughout the pit.
Like, you're getting an average of 2 every floor you equip it, and like, it's flexible in who you use it on.
Yeah,
it costs a little less BP and a lot less star pieces.
Yeah,
it seems like an easy trade-off to make.
Yeah. So I'm putting these in F.
okay, hear me out.
Hmm.
So, I think it would be more useful, not by a whole lot, if you are doing a BP only run and you only have 5 FP.
That's true, I guess.
That
I
is
don't know.
true.
You have so much FP. That's why there's literally no reason to use them. Among other reasons.
Did I use it in my BP only?
Oh, yeah, you did a
too?
BP only.
Dude, I've done a lot. I've done a lot of pit challenges actually. When you think about it,
I'm gonna be surprised if you did.
oh my god, I did it without HRG too. Man,
Yeah.
I'm insane, bro.
Well, presumably you used.
Dude, the first thing I see is Coop predicting I'm gonna get soft locked by badge bandits. Come on, man. All right, please past me. Scroll through my badges. Come on.
No, go went down. Well, you bought a.
I got the second pretty lucky. Hold on.
Scroll down further, dang it. You got FP drain.
Holy.
You're putting on FP drain.
Oh, no.
Actually,
Wait a minute.
That actually makes sense.
Hold on. I didn't.
BP only run.
I didn't do it.
Happy Flower.
Wait, what?
Pretty lucky.
I bought the Happy Flower?
Happy Flower, pretty lucky in quick change. Yeah.
How do you have 12 BP?
Okay.
I think I leveled up BP. I don't even know. I think I must have grinded a little or something. Yeah, I must have grinded level 4 or something. Dude.
All the FP badges and no Flower Saver.
It's actually...
That's an indictment.
actually insane that I picked up 2 Happy Flowers, but I guess I get it. Like, it's like... I wanted to spend more badges on other stuff. I guess. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Oh, I did it without HRG. I only had 15 star pieces.
Yeah.
So getting quick change was like you can't even buy Flower Saver after that. That's why I bet.
Yeah.
I bet if I had done it with HRG,
if you'd done it, you would have probably.
I probably
Saver and
yeah.
Flower Finder.
probably.
Maybe.
Yeah. That had to have been because of no HRG for me. Like, I must have used it like because of that. So.
Fascinating.
I'm gonna give Flower Saver more of a pass than Flower Saver P. Even though I've used Flower Saver P. You know what? No. They're both around the same for me. Like, that's how I'm feeling right now.
Don't you use partner moves more than Mario?
Yeah. I mean,
moves?
yeah.
FP?
Yeah, you do.
Use Power Shell. Which, I mean, goes from 1 use to 2 at 5. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, yeah. Yo, welcome back, Grizz. I think.
Wait, but did you find it satisfying, Kappy?
Oh my god. I apparently the me back then did.
Okay, because I put it at F, not even thinking about it.
I mean, I think I would put them both in F still. Like, one run does not give it enough for me. Like, it's still in hot contention, right? For other things. I think they're both F, for sure. I think they're better than Happy Heart, though.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think...
Top of F.
Top? I don't think they're better than Happy Heart.
I do.
You're actually...
You may get the Happy Heart
No,
for free, but like...
I don't like Happy Heart.
Alright. Which one's better, though? Flower Saver or P? I'm leaning towards
strong
P.
opinion. But,
I think P is better, probably.
Doesn't matter.
If we're thinking about it, I think it's P is probably better because of the partner moves you're using all the time. That's your main source of damage.
it's just such a bizarre choice.
You just well, alright, well, come on now. This has to be the worst badge in...
It's better than Soft Stomp. You don't have to go out of your way to pick it up.
Alright, fine. Is it better than... I think it's...
No, nothing else.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. It needs no discussion.
Yeah.
Moving along. It doesn't...
It's literally not even guaranteed...
It doesn't get you 37 coins. So...
Oh my god. It's not guaranteed FP. It's so bad. I still think it might be worse than Soft Stomp.
If we're putting opportunity cost in the mix,
I think it's got to be worse than Soft Stomp. Come on, guys. Come on. How can Soft Stomp be worse than this badge?
I wouldn't know because
it's at least harmless filler.
Okay, well, all right. You know what? The harmless filler. You know what? You're right. Harmless filler is a case.
Justifying it being like second from the bottom.
All right.
I don't know.
That F tier is filling up pretty fast.
You know, that's usually how it goes when I'm on a list, I guess.
I'm curious how much use you got out of FP Drain in that run, because that's the only conceivable time I could imagine getting used.
You know, I don't even know. I must have done it for Bone Tail or something, maybe, to be able to like use power jump and stuff,
or more piercing blows,
or
damage apiece.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, man.
I'd have to rewatch that run, honestly, but I'm not going to anytime soon. So
I assume we never explicitly said this either. We're not counting Ultra Hammer early stuff.
Oh yeah, no Ultra Hammer, no Happy Lucky Lottery, no Ultra Hammer. Okay, I gotta make sure I put that in the video too. Don't worry, I'm on it.
Oh,
okay.
If you're short on FP, you could do like a first strike, normal hammer, and then run.
FP and SP grinding.
I mean,
sweet treat, it's an option. Well, you have to do damage.
This has
FP is risky because you only have one chance to run.
I feel like that's true. This has to be F though, right?
Wait, do you get FP drain from a first strike? I should know this.
Yes, you do.
You do.
I think it's. you don't get. You have to buy it to get it.
105.
You actually have to buy it to obtain it. So I spent coins on that thing. In my BP only run, I spent
think
coins.
Me that it's at least on par with the HP pluses or the plus badges, though.
Okay, then
I was thinking bottom of literally bottom, but like
that's where we're gonna put it.
I've been shown the way.
We're gonna put it. We're gonna put it right there, right below Happy Heart.
I like FP drain. I have no problem putting it in F tier.
Yeah, I do too. I love HP.
No, it's gotta be worse than HP plus.
HP? Okay.
Sure, around the same.
I'm not really
as bad as those other three.
Yeah. Okay, now finally some good badges. Jesus. Let's talk about Heartfinder. This is a great no Mega Rush P badge. Actually, this is a great no quick change badge.
Yep, because you get one heart guaranteed after battle.
So like, if you're not using quick change, you can use Heartfinder. other than that, I don't think it's like amazing. I don't think the HP healing is like enough to warrant it. I think its big use is to like revive a dead partner, and that requires you to, one, not have life shrooms anymore, and two, to like just let your partner die in the first place. I mean, sometimes you can do that to like get him back into peril, you know, but I mean, it's competing directly also with like the dried shrooms you get from Item Hog.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think, JD Aster? You used Heartfinder, didn't you, in your run?
Yeah, back in my day.
Back in my day.
Didn't have the biggest crutch in the world to lean on as their primary thought. But, I mean, personally, I don't know. Like, anywhere in the mid tiers is probably fine, because, like, I am very much of the mind you shouldn't need 10 life shrooms for the easier runs. So,
I mean,
like,
I agree with that, for sure.
The fact that you need to be out of them to get use out of this. But, like, Item Hog is reliable enough on average that you can, like, bank on dried shrooms doing more or less the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would agree with the life shroom thing.
I feel like you're using Heartfinder not to get hearts. You're using it to revive a partner or something, a KO'd partner.
Yeah.
Right?
One thing that is bad, yeah. One thing that, I mean...
2 FP a floor can matter. 2 HP for Mario specifically, and whatever partner you're using to stay alive is less meaningful.
And I do want to make this clear, like, no one's ever going to be in the middle of a loadout every time. Like, no one's going to hit the enemy in the middle, like, be next to them, is what I mean to say, when they start the battle. Like, sometimes you'll be near the wall, too. Sometimes those extra hearts can actually screw you over. Like, I know it's rare, but it's something that needs to be said, because, like, the Flower Finder, you don't have to worry about it.
It's a thing you should plan around, because like, it's always avoidable.
Yeah, but it is true that Heartfinder makes it a little harder. I'm not going to say it's, like, you know, unavoidable.
Like 64, where they're dropped in the exact same place every time.
True.
Just walk down and left. Or down and up and left? I don't remember.
No, I think it is down and left. So yeah, I would say top of C, bottom of B.
Yeah,
one of those would be.
I have it bottom of B, so.
Okay, I think bottom of B is a good spot.
I think this is where it's ended up on almost every list we've ever done.
Okay, I do think that Flower Finder is a big improvement, though. I think it's like definitely better than Heartfinder.
This is where you would spend your HRG star pieces, almost without exception, if you weren't already going to use it.
Yeah, I would say if you don't use HRG, you still have enough to get this badge. Like, you could get quick change and this badge, and that's it.
Then it's a trade-off between this and
it's
this
or Item Hog, which I would say... So I think... I don't know, I think Flower Finder's probably bottom A.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's maybe better than the pluses because of like just how generically you can use it.
Yeah,
the effect isn't like huge.
Yeah. I don't.
The price being lower.
Do you really need it though? It's like you have Sweet Treat to heal your FP.
I guess how much of it is convenience?
I feel like unless you're like speedrunning Pre-Hooktail Pit.
That's true. Maybe top of B is actually better for this badge.
Like
then.
We're considering the fact that it's competing with Item Hog, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I guess Pathfinder.
Then I would probably say top of B would be where I would put it then.
Yeah, that's fair.
How do you feel about that, Coop? Because I do agree with you actually.
Yeah, I have it as B too, but like not too far from Heartfinder. Actually, they're side by side. So the question I have is like.
Okay.
If Item Hog wasn't an option, where would Heartfinder be? Would it be a lot better? Would it be better than Flower Finder or worse? Because I feel like we're kind of putting Heartfinder where it is because Item Hog exists and it does, in a way, what Heartfinder does, which like giving you like.
Then I would put. Like I said, top of C would work for me for Heartfinder. Like, I wouldn't, like, disagree. right? I think you said that too.
What was the question? Are we talking in hypothetical? Like if
Yeah, so like if item hog wasn't an option,
I think I'd put happy heart. Bleh. I'd put a heart finder towards the top of B. I don't think I'd really put it any higher at that point.
like better than Flower Finder, or
Oh, if Item Hog didn't
maybe.
exist, no, I would not put it above Flower Finder probably. Only because like Quick Change also like competes with Heart Finder.
I mean, there are
Sure.
runs where quick change isn't a given, for the record.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying.
And we'll
like,
get to that.
I'm just saying though, if you have Quick Change, like you can just swap out the partner.
Because again, this also comes into play in the 10 not the 10 HP, the NMRP runs when you're running a Power Plus. Then you've got all three of these on the table. I think like Heart, I'd probably go for Heart over Flower if Item Hog didn't exist. This is a hypothetical. I probably wouldn't go for it over Flower and Item Hog. In the run that we have. But are we talking about like actually replacing badges, like based on this, or?
No, I think he's just curious. I think he's just like wants to know for info.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I think considering like what it's competing with, I do think probably okay. I agree with you that you can just sweet treat, but like I'm also not gonna say that like I mean unless you have an enemy like a Koopa where you can just grind appealing, like if an enemy gets to keep attacking after you sweet treat, they have to build back up, or well I guess if you're gonna sweet treat, if you sweet treat to heal and then KO an enemy so they don't like pile back on the damage, like then you're starting the next battle without it, and like I'm not saying that's always a bad idea, but sometimes you can just end a battle and know that you can get some of your FP back without having to spend the star power on it, which I think is kind of important sometimes. It's like you don't want to go into a like I know that's like this is like we're getting into like nitty-gritty hypothetical battle situations here, but it's like that is something to consider. Like sometimes extra flowers could be enough to like you don't have to spend sweet treat, and then that next battle you don't have to like worry about it. You don't have to spend a turn sweet treating or anything, and maybe you needed to sweet treat that battle too, and like you don't have to worry about like doing the fire drive plus whatever and taking damage and then sweet treating and yeah, I think you know what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. I mean, I've had that.
But But now that you're thinking, now that you said it, do I think it's top of B? Probably not. I actually think it's probably closer to Heartfinder, like you were saying.
Yeah, I had them.
I mean, I'm just thinking about like how HRG gives you the extra star pieces to work on, so you often don't have to make the choice.
What do you mean?
No. I guess in terms of just what you're getting out of it.
Yeah, it's more like what you're getting out of it than like what you're choosing it. Yeah, I know what you're saying too, J. Easter. Sure. I think
it's an easy choice to make, but I guess it's not necessarily.
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna kind of equate like this feels very much like quick change in the normal game where it's like of course you could just put it on and do some crazy stuff with it, but do you need it?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay,
the answer is no, and I feel like
you're right.
No. I feel like Flower Finder. I feel like the way Coop described Flower Finder in Pre-Hooktail Pit gives me shades of that. So I'm
say no more.
and I'm agreeing. So say no more, he says.
You bring quick change into the comparison, and then I have to.
Okay, so how do we? Oh my god! So how do we feel about this then? How do we feel about where these two are right now? Or should I move Heartfinder to top of C?
I'm okay with that.
I think this is fair.
Okay. Then let's move on to the best of the three. Item Hog.
For one less star piece.
Doesn't matter in almost any case.
Yeah.
I guess if you're going with like non-HRG, you can get this and Chill Out. Exchange.
Hell yeah.
Or this and Happy Flower.
I mean, Item Hog.
And,
so do we think Item Hog is in the same tier as them, or or bottom A?
I think it's the same.
Yeah, I have them as the same, but it's like top B.
Like, do you think do you think
Top
Item Hog
B
is?
sounds fair to me.
You think it's better than Last Stampede and Piercing Blow?
Oh, I think so.
Okay. No, I mean I would
yeah.
agree. I agree. I'm just wondering what you guys think.
It's kind of hard to compare, but
Yeah.
I know, but it's like I mean, yeah, but it's we got to do it. We said we'd do it, so we're ordering them all.
I mainly like item hog.
Yeah, putting numbers to item hog, you have if no other item would normally drop, by normal means, you have a 40% chance of getting. I think I'm doing this math right. I think it's a 40% chance of getting one of the random item hog drops. 3 of the 10 of which are dried shrooms. So that's like a dried shroom per 8 floors that you have this equipped. So you can guarantee you have those there in your back pocket, like after a certain point. Like, law of averages will get you those if you need them.
There's think
other useful stuff in there that you can't really rely on. Like, there's a whole bunch of things that get marginally more likely, like power punches and what have you, plus the random POW blocks, fright masks, fire flowers.
I actually think those are really useful too, though. Like especially the POW
In
blocks.
aggregate, yes. Yeah. I don't think you should rely on any given.
No. Don't rely. But it's like, it's great to just like you get one of those and you're like, oh man, this makes certain floors way easier now. But you're already prepared for those floors anyway, so it just like kind of takes some pressure off. I think that's good.
Yeah, and honestly, like, once you get the strange sack, there's really, like, no reason not to equip it.
Yeah, you get...
Right?
Yeah, would agree.
Unless you get Charlieton, you have, like, 900 coins.
Yeah. Absolutely. Would agree. So, I mean...
So, top B or...
I mean, I mean, that. What do you guys think?
I just don't think anything other than the dried shroom thing is reliable enough to push it up there with the power pluses for me.
Coop?
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay. Okay, then I think top of B is perfect. I mean, it's the thing is like they all do. I don't know. It's not like they're all the same, but like you're grabbing them for like that like chance of having more drops.
Yeah, it is better than the Finders for sure.
But it is better than the Finders, and I think top of B is perfect for it.
It does. Okay. It also competes with Charlieton, right?
Yes, yes, it does. Because sometimes you get, like you said, you have max coins, you get Charlieton.
To be fair, at floor 50, you're not gonna buy Charlieton out. Doesn't a Thunder Rage already cost like 100 and just 100 coin? Is it 100 or 120?
120.
120.
Yeah. So you're not buying him out.
I mean, but you are like
you'll have it.
Yeah.
In the most prepared of cases, you've got 3 empty item slots.
Okay. I still think it's top of B. I don't know if that's enough to push it to bottom of A. All right, let's talk about. I hate this badge, by the way.
The casual.
God, I hate this badge so much.
Not because of anything in PHP, I assume.
No. I just think people. I think people love this badge too much, and I hate
general
it.
discourse.
Oh, Kappy, you're gonna hate what I put.
Oh, I know you eat. Okay,
third from the top.
All right, where'd you put it, bro? Where'd you put it? Just tell me.
I know this too.
Just tell me now, man.
Now?
Yeah, just tell me. Where'd you put it?
Bottom A.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh! Oh God! I feel like I've just been stabbed, dude. It literally feels like Coop just took a knife and stabbed me. Oh my God! Okay. All right, listen. I'm not gonna disagree actually, but it's only for Pre-Hooktail Pit, right? Like we're talking about Pre-Hooktail Pit. So I'm not gonna let my Zap Tap hate cloud me.
You use it against Rockhawk. You know
what?
When he does the roll.
Bro, stop it!
You could lock Bowser into biting.
Okay, bro, listen, but it's way more fun to do that with return postage.
Other uses it have.
It's none. It's bad. Okay, anyway. I'm pretty sure... What did I put it E tier, right? We put it E tier, JD Star? More me than you?
Ranked? I don't know if we justified D. I don't remember. Don't remember, honestly. D or E. Definitely no better in base game.
Anyway, I mean... I'm not gonna...
A little hard.
Well, I'm a harsh guy, man.
I think we're definitely getting rid of that E tier at this rate.
Probably.
Look how
So
empty those middle tiers
so
are.
what do we give Volt Shrooms though in the ratings?
Probably also D or E.
Mm,
Maybe lower, honestly.
wait, in vanilla,
Yeah.
like in a normal game,
Yeah.
yeah,
I would give Voltron. What? I would give them an F. Why would you ever use those?
really.
Well, yeah.
Give the
What
3D?
are you gonna? Wait. What are you gonna do? Wait. What are you gonna
Take
do
an
though?
action.
Like in a world where you can just point swap, peril every living boss out of existence. Like, do you even need that?
I'm double checking this right now.
He's double check.
Bottom of E. Yeah.
See,
that sounds
well,
fair.
we didn't order those. We didn't order those tiers.
That's-
Okay.
I think we did.
No,
I think.
we didn't. There's no way. Did we really?
I mean, it's bottom of E. What are you like? Are you complaining that it's not higher?
No, I just don't. I'm not a fan of ZapTap. I think people will give it too much credit.
Oh no, sorry, Voltshroom. No, ZapTap was who knows where it was. Probably
Voltshroom as in- So you occasionally get Volt
ZapTap was
Shrooms
top of C.
from item hog drops, right? Is it
Yeah.
in the table, JD sir?
This is true. It is.
Oh, I guess
Volt.
Volt. Okay, so I guess Volch. Yeah. I mean,
Every
in pre-
time I get a Volt Shroom, I'm like, okay, this could be
Partners.
useful against vampires, and
That
then
is-
I
Free
end
floor.
up never using it.
Yeah. It should be the first thing to go.
That's very funny.
Has it cost you buying a Thunder Rage before? Just not being able to toss it.
Oh god, that would be terrible. Okay, what do I have against ZapTap, bro? If you want to know what I have against ZapTap, go watch our TTYD badge tier list video. Like honestly, then you'll know. Okay, I
So
think.
top bottom of A though.
Okay,
Yeah, that might be an oversight.
I
on my
so
part, but
so
hey,
like
it's got numerous uses though.
that is true. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say about
Like
ZapTap.
these.
Here's what I'm gonna say about ZapTap. All right, it has two main uses: Swampires, obviously, and
Badge Bandits.
I guess Badge Bandits too, and
Okay.
spiky pair buzzies, right? And the strategy is to just defend, and let them attack. Now, my biggest
These badge bandits, hooplas, I guess bristles if you're doing some kind of run without Mega Rush P.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
who would do that?
Vampires.
do you know how much use I got? Hey, let's not forget how much Zap. I use
How
a
much
lot of
use you got
Zaptap.
out of it?
I got a lot of
Literally
use out of
required.
Zaptap. Literally required. Okay, here's the thing.
At least an E tier.
I think Swampires definitely has a use. My biggest problem with this badge, though, is that my biggest problem is that it's only Mario. So like a Voltrum would be useful actually in these cases, because then you could do this with Mario and partner. But again, like if enemies like Spiky Pear Buzzies decide to attack just the partner, like that one Spiky Pear Buzzy hell bent on destroying Goombella's life, like if that happens, I know this seems like weird to say, but it just feels like ZapTap like is useless then. But what is good for those enemies is learning how to super guard them. And I know that sounds like maybe some people are gonna say that sounds stupid, but like I wouldn't say learn to super guard all the enemies, but like those enemies in particular, like you defend with Mario, you defend with your partner, you super guard with Goombella, and then if it attacks Mario, you can guard if you want to. But like,
Yeah, that's the strat.
but if you know the super guard for Goombella already, you can just
You only
super guard.
for Goombella.
Yeah, but you could also just super guard with Mario if you know the super guard for Goombella already.
It's hard to tell, like, who's
well,
attacking.
I mean,
I know
that,
there's a way.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I understand. Yeah,
your safe
Swan-
bet is ZapTap for sure.
Now Swampires a little different because like if you don't know how to super guard Swampires, I feel like it's way worse if they focus down partners. So I think for them, like only in a world where your partner is dead does which I guess could just happen, and then it doesn't matter, right? You'll never die. But it's like I don't know.
I mean, I struggle with super guarding Swampires, and even throughout the 70s, I'll always have it equipped for the Suplos.
You can't say that for every badge reel, dude. You can't. You can't. Like, hold on. I have to rant about this for a second, okay? You can't say that because in reality, in the base game, we're not talking Pre-Hooktail Pit anymore. Let me just talk about just the game itself. You super guarding is actually unoptimal. It is literally a worse option to super guard than it is to take damage in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Like, you are literally not getting into peril faster if you super guard. So it is literally a like, it's just a worse option. So it's like, why equip damage dodge instead of super guarding? Because damage dodge can help you manipulate your HP into peril faster so that you can destroy the boss in one attack. Like, it's like there's literally zero reason, actually, almost, to super guard. The only time you super guard is if you put yourself into peril turn 1 and have to take an attack from an enemy because you can't kill them. That's it. Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way because, like, I hate it when people think super guard is, like, broken as shit, but it's actually unoptimal in the game, and no one actually, like, thinks about that sometimes, and it really bothers me. So, the only reason I'm bringing up super guarding for Zap Tap is because this is Pre-Hooktail Pit, and, like, if you don't know how to super guard, things are taking longer. Like, you're using resources on your partners if you want to. Like, the only thing that you can really say about Zap Tap is if your partners are dead, for Swampires at least, like, you're guaranteed to win, which is nice. Like, I'm not saying Zap Tap is bad in Pre-Hooktail Pit. I'm just saying it's like, learning the super guard for those enemies is good. I think. For those enemies only, because it's like, you don't want them to heal anyway. Okay, I'm sorry for the rant, but, like, I had to get it out. I had to get it out there.
So E tier then? No.
I had to get it out. That's my one heated Kappy moment of the stream.
Okay, so from a Pre-Hooktail Pit speedrunner perspective, I don't speedrun anymore.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't do it much at all back then anyway, either way, but I would rather skip Sleepy Stomp than Zap Tap. Just throwing that out there. I know they're both very skippable in a speedrun, but yeah,
I think
it's a good safety.
I think if I'm really thinking about it critically, you could liberally use Sleep Stomp more than Zap Tap, obviously, because, like, for a lot of things, Zap Tap will not even work on. But
okay, like, you could also think of it this way, like, in the 90s, like, Bob Oaks are obviously, like, they're a joke, right? Easy
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
And then you could really get rid of Vampires too with Zap Tap. So you're like, just like that, you're eliminating 2 enemies in the 90s with Zap Tap. So I don't know.
It's true. No, I don't think Zap Tap is bad, actually, in Pre-Hooktail Pit and his variants. It actually gets better the harder the run is, because you deal less damage. So, like, Chomps and stuff, like, they can attack Mario and take a pit of damage. Like, I'm trying to talk through, like, whether or not I truly believe it's bottom of A or top of B.
No, I was talking about Vampires.
No, yeah. Oh, you're talking to...
Oh.
I think top of B is probably where I'd put it. I know you said you thought maybe bottom of A was an oversight.
Yeah, I would put it B. So
yeah, but top of B we can agree on, right? Do we think Item Hog's better?
No, so JJ Star, what did you have it?
I had it quite a bit lower, honestly. But, I mean, I can see putting it over most of the stuff in B.
I mean, the real question is, do you think it's better than Item Hog?
I would say so. I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's predictable, right? Item Hog is RNG, so I don't know. I'm fine with.
But I mean, it is RNG. But again, it's like, for like, if we're talking about, like, Swampires and some other enemies, like, it literally.
If anything, maybe I'd move Item Hog and it below the less than P. That's the one I'm, like.
Oh, really?
Having a harder time comparing it with.
I could put Last Stab P over Item Hog. Or just put Zap Tap below last MP or above last MP.
I don't know. I could see it going just about anywhere in there, but you know.
Okay, I think this is probably. I think it's probably maybe a little worse than Item Hug. I think it's around where Last MP is for me.
Okay.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
Okay, refund. Okay, this gotta be this. Uh, top of F tier.
It's a bit of pocket change in exchange for playing the slots for like one win.
F, but top of F, or do you guys think it should be lower? Because I don't think it's getting out of F for sure.
There's no reason to use it.
Yeah, I'd put it like towards the bottom, like lower than FP drain. That's the
Okay.
lowest one on this, or maybe even HP drain plus P, HP happy heart P. But those like because like it doesn't have a purpose.
That's true. True. Okay. I'll just leave it there. I don't think we need to discuss that too much. What about
Just do more prep if you really need the coins.
what about super appeal?
Well, me personally, I am not a fan of Super Appeal.
Really?
I think this is the badge that has the. This is like definitely. I don't know. This has at least one defined use in terms of like bailing you out from the 5% of audiences that are just unworkable, and once in a blue moon you can get more regen with it than other options, or maybe it's your only way to regen with Mario. And it is cheap, but
But it's 50 coins,
yeah,
or you
Cheap-
buy it
cheap.
from the shop, right?
yeah. I mean, cheap. Well, you can also get it from the Pianta, but like
Oh,
cheap BP wise is what I mean.
I mean, I think bottom D is probably
Yeah,
where I'd put it. I
Bottom
feel like
D?
because it's got that one really good use where like it's really good, but it's like you're never gonna see it otherwise.
Mhm.
And I'm only
Yeah,
putting it in
that's where I
D
have
because
it.
I'm putting it in D because I feel like we're gonna break up the E tier, so I just don't want to put it in E tier.
yeah.
So I think bottom D is perfect. All right, the other big one, the quick change.
Oh,
Here it
we go.
is. Here we go.
So who wants to start?
I mean,
I'll end.
oh my god. Okay. I think if you really like so actually Heartfinder kind of like I totally forgot that Heartfinder was a thing. But when I was thinking about quick change before, I was like, man, like it's so hard to like keep a partner. Sometimes it's hard to keep partners alive. So that one like so I right now I really don't think it's A. I think it has to be bottom S. I don't think Mega Rush P and Fire Drive are enough to kick quick change out because I don't think that Mega Rush P on its own is like incredible, and here's why. I don't think that people are so good at the game that they can just flawlessly plan around swapping out partners and wasting turns just to like not have a level up happen. I feel like that can spell the end of some people for sure. Like, but on the other side of the coin, quick change is really not useful without Mega Rush P being there.
I would counter it is useless without Mega Rush P being there.
Okay, well, yes, you're right. It is. Well,
There
I mean,
are infinite better choices.
yes, if Mega Rush P is not there, I
Flower
feel like
Saver could be viable.
okay, we're getting a little wild now, but I do agree. Like quick change serves at the pleasure of Mega Rush P. But
Yep, I agree there.
but I don't think that. But I think what quick change provides in terms of being able to keep Goombella power punched indefinitely for Bonetail, being able to swap partners out freely in case you get a bad, like you have a bad turn, or you get a bad like first strike and you didn't want to have that partner in, or like you just want to swap a partner out and be able to use them still to be able to KO a loadout so that you can either level up or not get hit with a heart drop or something. Like these kinds of little interactions add up to the point where I think quick change is incredibly useful because of that. And like if you don't have it, you will struggle to do some of those things. It will take longer. You will have a harder time with certain loadouts, especially with once the enemies get nastier and nastier. It's like maybe like I guess you could let a partner die sometimes, but like I'm not of the mind that you should just be letting partners die willy-nilly and like risk Mario dying too, especially if like if we're talking like me, Coop, like some of the other amazing runners out there, right? It's like maybe that's not as big of a deal. We can make it work. But like anyone else who's trying this, like they're going to get smashed the second like anything bad goes wrong, especially if they don't have some kind of flexibility. I feel like quick change can provide a good point for them. It's a flow chart. It's attack with Koops, swap him out so he can't get hit by anything, and do whatever else with Goombella and Mario. Like it's something. There's something to be said about the insane consistency that quick change can provide for that, and that's all I have to say about it. I don't think it's top of A. I think it's got to be S. Got to be bottom S.
Oop, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I have it as bottom S too. So like, just for reference, like I know my Pre-Hooktail Pit speedrun isn't everything. Like I know it depends on a lot of factors, but I also do think that it can apply to just a regular unrestricted PHP speedrun or just a PHP run. But I equipped Quick Change on floor 50. I equipped Fire Drive for the first time on floor 60. And I know you can't really compare the two, and I still, like, Fire Drive is better than Quick Change overall. But just going through my speedrun, I counted how many times I used Quick Change and how many times I used Fire Drive. So I used Quick Change 36 times. And this isn't counting, like swapping in and out counted as one use of Quick Change. And I didn't count, like, unnecessary swaps, like where I swapped in Goombella right at the end of battle, for example, like to eliminate like the risk of a heart landing on Koops. I didn't count that. So I used Quick Change 36 times, and I used Fire Drive 13 times. So that was from my speedrun. And I'm pretty sure, like, in a normal run, you would probably use Fire Drive a lot more. But just because you're, like, relying so much on Mega HP, Quick Change really shines. And really, most of the time, I was just defending with Mario and having Koops 2-turn kill the enemies in the 80s and 90s. Or not 90s, 70s and 80s. The 90s, it's pretty much, like, that's when Fire Drive kind of shined through more often, but I don't recall. No, against Bonetail, I didn't use Fire Drive once. It was just multi-bonk, swap to Koops, and repeat. So it's, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think just going off of that, like just it has so much utility. Like, if the fact that it's being used more than Fire Drive in that run alone would bump it up to S for me.
Okay, so I'm not going to disagree with almost anything you said. I do believe it's third place, and I'll probably concede bottom of S. But the one thing I will disagree with, or at least without solid proof, and this is probably something that we'll never get to see just because of the state of the meta as it is, and just like common knowledge being what it is, I'm not convinced that quick change is like necessary isn't the word I'm looking for. I like I'm not convinced that it is necessarily the case that a casual first-time player of this would definitely crumble under pressure without the strats this enables. I think solo Mario is viable at pretty much any point if you spec your stats appropriately. I think, especially in Bonedale, it's a well-known stable loop to be able to do like sweet treat things. And like the notion of like doing the coops to clear most of the HP, swap out to tank the turn, maybe do some ancillary damage, and then swap back in for the kill. I just don't think is that necessary when you have Fire Drive as a damage source for a lot of the mid pit.
I mean,
Yeah, all this plus the fact that you literally will never use this badge outside of Mega Rush P variants, like, is enough that it's definitely borderline for me.
Yeah, so the only thing about like the ancillary damage thing is like being able to swap out and Fire Drive that same turn, I think, is something you shouldn't overlook, because it's like you have to take a turn of damage. I mean, that sounds stupid for like early floors, but like, I mean, if you got 4 Piranha Plants and you literally can't kill them with Fire Drive plus Mega Rush P coops anyway, and they all attack you.
Power shells. That's it.
And they all attack you. It's like, bro, I mean, I don't know. You're taking a lot of damage. Like, you could at least put Goombella in front so Mario doesn't take it or something and let her die. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
if Koops wasn't super ranked, then you would definitely use Fire Drive there, right? But you would still have to use Quick Change to swap Goombella in for the.
I just think being able to like swap in and attack the same turn is definitely something I wouldn't overlook. I will say about the crumbling thing, I agree. Actually,
I'm also coming with the assumption that if you don't pick up Quick Change, you're probably picking up Heart Finder, which gives you the option of just not ever swapping the partner out.
I mean, sure.
Well.
But again, like I said before, I don't think just letting your partner die is a good idea in general. So, like, especially like in the 80s when Tarantulas are there and they can actually just destroy you. But like, as far as new players go and like crumbling, I actually agree with you. I don't think Quick Change solves their issue, because if
it goes both ways. I don't think Quick Change is necessary for them to thrive. I also don't think it's a panacea, as it seems to be made out to be.
Well, I don't know. Okay,
and I'd go one step further than that. I'd say if you want to do challenge runs in any other aspect of Paper Mario, this sets a very bad mindset for how to healthily interface with Quick Change, and this is the reason that people rated S tier for the game as a whole. This run, this unrestricted Mega Rush P allowed Pre-Hooktail Pit, is the only reason you should ever be using like this peril looping stuff, more or less. Gamut of Paper Mario Challenge running. It has poisoned the. Okay, like, I'm done.
Well, I know what you're saying. Bro. I get it.
This right here, I will concede is useful, and it is like the dominant strat at the moment. And it's like, it's not like that. It's bad.
No, I get what you're saying, bro. It's like me and ZapTap. I get it, bro.
It's like the opposite of the S tier, like the opposite of the honorary S tier Fire Drive is like the honorary A tier for what it does to the rest of Paper Mario speedrun. Challenge running would not be out of place in my mind.
Okay, so JD, sir, I have a question.
The dishonorable A tier.
In general, like in a vanilla challenge run, like whatever, going through the game, do you still put Quick Change in A or B?
No, I think he would put it in A.
I'd put it in A if considering Mega Rush P as part of the totality. If I were just disregarding Mega Rush P, or like this sort of challenge run, like pit runs altogether, like C or lower.
So I would put it in A now, but
yeah,
just for a pit run, like especially Pre-Hooktail Pit, where you're using Mega Rush P,
it's borderline. I think that it's third on the list.
Bump up
for sure. But
yeah, I mean,
and like I won't like, I will concede it going in S in this, but this is my opinion on this badge.
No. Listen, man, like, if you really
in my list, now to be fair, in my list it's A because my A tier is more so like a Dazzle Cores thing, so it was gonna be in that tier anyway. But
yes.
And I was also counting prologue stuff more, so Mega Rush P isn't even on the table for any of those runs.
Like I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I would probably put quick change. Like, again, quick change is like, I did a spotlight on it. It's hard to make something good with quick change that's not
Amazing.
that's not paralooping.
Watch Kappy's 64 tier list. You're not gonna like it.
Did this guy just put quick change in low A, high B in my Paper Mario 64? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Listen, listen. Like, everything I've said about quick change in here, like, I feel pretty strongly about, and I really do want to touch on the new player thing again. I think in general, new players are going to crumble no matter what once they lose Peril. That's like a Mega Rush P thing to me. The only thing that I was really like getting at is that, like, sometimes you can kind of follow a flowchart with quick change to make that quick change partner safer. But again, you're right. Like, they'll still mess up.
Flowchart is a double-edged sword.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Broken the flowchart.
Right, I understand.
I understand.
Yeah, right. And that's something they need to learn. But I'm just saying, like, it can sometimes, like, I'm likening this to Smash actually right now, because, like, sometimes in Smash you can follow a flowchart and be successful, but then, like, you need to figure out how to change it and adapt to it when it's not successful, right? Like, that's something that I had to learn as a competitive Smash player, because there are flowcharts to learn for, like, certain character matchups and stuff. I had to do that all the time. But, like, and I equate that to this, for sure. So it's like, it's good to get, sometimes it's good to get a flowchart early and, like, use that as a base, but it's definitely not something you should crutch on, because it can easily become a crutch. That's a double-edged sword of flowcharts, right? But it's definitely something that's, like, it's there as a tool. If the player can utilize it well, it's very good in that respect. But I don't disagree with you. It can be a crutch, and it can be like something that players don't figure out how to get past, and it's bad, and it can color their opinion of badges in the base game too, which also is not good. C, Zap Tap in high B. So, like,
just remove that badge from this list entirely. Don't give people the wrong idea.
So anyway, that's what I think. But, like, I'm definitely, like, in agreement with Coop for sure. Like, for most of the quick change stuff here.
Can we all agree that the BP cost isn't a problem?
Yes. I think we all can.
Okay,
But, like, I mean, I'm gonna be like this. I don't want to get too much. I don't want to get like too much into like the base vanilla game, not Pre-Hooktail Pit. But like, I don't even think quick change is like the top of A in that list. Like, it's not even a top 10 badge in TTYD for me anymore. So, like, top 20 maybe, but like, I don't want to get too much into that.
I'm just top 20. Like, if counting for the pit runs, sure.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's definitely, like, I don't even think it's top 10 anymore. So that's just my personal opinion. But it's like, you can't discount what it's doing in Pre-Hooktail Pit for sure. Also, I put quick change in D tier in 64 because it fucking sucks in 64.
It's correct. It is
completely
correct.
Don't even at me. Just go watch the video. I explain everything. It's bad.
I use it against Final Bowser in my.
Hey, your run was so wild though.
Your level 8 run that probably could have been golfed down to like 3.
hardly low level.
Hardly low level.
Just by using jump charge instead of super jump charge.
Also, I put Zap Tap in E tier in 64, and it felt so good to put it there.
You put it in E? I thought you put it in F.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I put it in F. Sorry. Thank you, JD Acer, for confirming. It felt so good to put Zap Tap in an F tier. Oh my god, I couldn't have been happier.
The master though.
Stop it! Don't even say.
You did a pre-tap to master. Did you use Zap Tap?
I do not.
Didn't?
No, I actually use. Yeah, no.
Just no zap.
No zap. Yeah, you don't even need it. It's more RNG, but you don't need it.
Stone cap.
Yes,
I need to make
absolutely absolutely stone cap. Actually, you'll see soon because I'm making a video about it. But I do use repel gels.
Can you do a spotlight on Zap Tap?
Please no. Spare me.
Mushrooms.
I would do a spotlight on Zap Tap.
No.
No, just do it on Voltrums and
Just-
just acknowledge
just
Zap Tap as an
Voltrums.
option.
Wait, where is my music?
Electropop.
What is happening to my music, bro?
Kappy, Electropop.
Ooh, that's a good one,
Do
bro.
a spotlight on that.
That's a good one, bro. Maybe soon. I'm starting up a new community challenge for my next spotlight soon, so could be. Could be. The one blooper thing. If you're talking about Electro Blooper, you don't even need it for Electro Blooper. But you know. Anyway, I hate Zap Tap. Anyway, all right. Okay, we've got these last 3 badges. Okay, so these 3, I feel like Simplifier is pretty cut and dry. Can we please put Simplifier bottom of F? Like, there's literally no reason to use this badge. Please.
I mean, it does make the 9 and 10 caps for power bounce more attainable. And it doesn't hurt the SP regen on it either.
Oh, really?
Because it's an excellent.
Oh shit. Okay,
I've changed his mind.
Okay, that's better than a lot of these badges. Then hold on, I didn't know that. What do you think? I mean,
I think that's fair. That or maybe even above FP drain, but like
yeah, I would
it's
put it above
so-
FP drain.
like you could use it to run away farm, but then you're just getting less SP.
Oh god. Okay,
It does matter then.
so I do think Unsimplifier though does have that one niche like bone tail use when you're doing the Mario Alone Sweet Treat stuff.
You need to have a pretty full audience. I like now that I have a better understanding of how the audience like mechanics work. Getting into a situation where you can get use of the full like fire drive refill almost requires a bingo, like or like punies or like a very favorable audience.
So like really like
So it's
Unsimplifier.
it's at least as marginal as well, it's probably more marginal than super appeal, honestly.
Okay.
You know how
It's
I
so
said
cool.
I had 3 badges on E?
Yeah,
It was HP plus, FP plus, and Unsimplifier.
yeah, that's fair.
But I was leaning towards F actually, but that's definitely an exaggeration on my part.
I think
Closer to D.
the thing, I mean, it is a little audience dependent, but I mean, it is useful if you're not going to be super guarding for sure. And even if you are super guarding, like, whatever. Like, you just, only super guard the stomp. That's easy enough, even with 2 frames. Just don't super guard the breaths, and you're probably fine, So, I don't know. It's not bad. The extra... I know what you're saying about the audience, but I mean...
Do we need? I don't know. It's like, would you buy Unsimplifier from the shop in
I
a
would,
unrestricted
probably.
run?
Yeah, I would. I would not buy Simplifier, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
How consistent is running away with Simplifier? I think it's way more
It's noticeable. Like
Yeah.
it's depending on your speed, it could go from not guaranteed to guaranteed, or like risky to much less risky.
I think for me it would suddenly become
If you're a very
guaranteed.
fast masher, it won't make a difference.
I'm not that fast, so I usually have like a little bit of the bar left when I'm mashing. I think it helps a lot. Yes. Oh, Cody. Yes. Unsimplifier is great for the first strike stylish run loop.
You need to be able to run away twice for that, though.
Yes, but I mean, like it is useful, and like the runaway is pretty bad, but it's like not terrible.
Yeah, I'd probably still put this under super appeal.
Oh,
Would I really?
under super appeal?
Maybe I wouldn't. I don't know.
Let's just keep it above super appeal. I actually think super appeal is worse.
Yeah, I don't like super appeal.
Okay, chill out. I do think chill out is
If you go with the standard, what are the badges? Hello.
I think I should
Quick
go to the
change.
very top.
Quick change finder item hog. I think leaves you enough to buy this, so it's not taking you. It's 2, right? 8, 6.
It is 2.
That leaves you. So it leaves you enough to buy this. So like, it's not gonna hurt your. You can usually fit it into a dazzle build, or at least
When do you
decently.
need it though?
Yeah.
Like,
It's in non.
What?
Well,
Run farming on bristles.
God. Yeah, I would put this top F because it is nice sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you accidentally get hit and that sucks. So like I would put it top F probably. Cuz like sometimes you can get away with it. Like you can just run into bristles too, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I don't know. Yeah? top F?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't think Coop has a strong opinion on chill out.
No.
Okay. We said we're gonna break up the E tier, right?
Yeah, chill out does help on speed runs, I imagine.
It does, yes. It's much faster.
But this is where you get into the like it helps your overworld game argument.
Yeah. Okay, so we're putting Pretty Lucky in D, at bottom of D, and
Yeah.
Happy Flower probably below Chill Out. Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Okay, let me just move these in real quick.
Wait, where are you putting Pretty Lucky?
Bottom of D,
Oh,
or do you think it should be?
no, that's a D.
Okay. Let me just put these in and get rid of F tier. Okay, this is how it looks right now. How do we feel about this list? Is there anything you'd want to change within the tiers, like the way the badges are lined up in order? Like how are you guys feeling about it right now? Anything glaring? Anything standing out?
What does the chat think?
GiveStack really wants
I
Pity
know.
Flower over Happy Heart P. Item Hog at D?
Oh,
Amazing.
Amazing's gonna go nuts.
Sleepy Stomp is top of A? No, I totally disagree with that. It's definitely better than Power Bounce.
I agree with where it is right now. That's a weird top 5.
I don't know. I think it's fine. It's nice. Opportunity, bro. You really think Pity Flowers above Happy Heart P? I mean, it's really tough. These 4 badges, I feel like, are just all the same. They're all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't order my E.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
I guess
I feel like E is like the thing we could unorder and not worry about it. So I definitely don't think Sleep Stop is S though. I think that's pushing it a little. I mean, the thing is, Pretty Lucky is only 10% lucky. I can't get around that. I just feel like it's so underwhelming. Yeah, I wouldn't go too hard about E tier. I think E tier is like it's ordered, but I wouldn't take this ordering like that crazy, to be honest, because like all these badges are really bad.
Where's Peekaboo?
It's not applicable, bro.
It's not.
I can't do that. I can't do that because do you know how many people, bro? So many people love Peekaboo for some reason. Like they would rate that shit super high because it's like you can see the enemy HP. Yeah, great, whatever.
Probably
Smash.
better than Item Hog.
Oh my god. No, like I'm not even gonna put FXR. Yeah, there's no point. No. What do you mean?
You need to watch the end of the last run that Kappy did if you don't think Sleepy Stomp is better than Power Bounce.
If I did full Power Bounce one Tarantula, but I don't think even then I don't think Power Bounce is better than Sleepy Stomp.
Also, if you want to know why Last Stand P is so amazing.
Yeah, like seriously, man. It's not like I think Power Bounce is leagues below Sleep Stomp. Like they're right next to each other. It's like I don't think it's by far. But it comes in mega. I've used it many times. I think I've probably used it in almost every pit run, except for I think even in a vanilla run. Didn't I use it in our tutorial? Didn't I use sleep
Sleepy
stomp?
Stomp?
Yeah, didn't I use sleepy stomp?
You use Power Jump.
Okay, you gotta stop, man. Don't make me look bad.
Top of A.
Stop. Oh God.
I think you used it a couple times.
Coop's just trolling me at this point, man.
But seriously, not as many times as Power Jump.
I know, and that's just. I think that's just. I don't know. I'm just whatever. When Showstopper.
Maisie's really got in for that A item hog, and I'm just not feeling it.
I'm not feeling it either, honestly. Like, it's. I don't know, man.
I mean, if we want to balance out the
No, but I'm not gonna move it.
No.
I'm not gonna move a tier just to balance out the tier. That's not. Yeah. I think item hog is great where it is, honestly.
Where would Spike Shield be if you went through all the nonsense?
Oh,
like,
bro, it'd be A tier for
pass
sure.
level stuff.
It'd be A tier for sure. IMO, Big Yo just hit
Dark
all those.
Cross,
Bro,
Power
can you?
Bounce, Dark Cross.
Dude, you would literally multi-bounce would shoot up a
Power-
tier. Multi-bounce would be C tier because you could just multi-bounce all dark Koopa
Oh yeah,
trolls.
true. That would
You could
completely
you
delete
could
Koopa-
you
Dark
could
Koopa
multi
trolls.
you could multi-bounce. You could multi-bounce with Spike Shield, the spiky pair buzzies. Like, holy shit, dude. It would totally be A tier. It would so
Yeah.
be A tier.
Yeah, it would be like fifth.
Like, oh my
Fourth,
god,
fifth, sixth. Definitely, yeah.
it would be amazing. Why would you wish you had Heartfinder though when you get dried shrooms? Like, that's literally the point. Is that like four dried shrooms? Like, you can you always get to revive a partner.
Yeah, that's literally why Item Hog is good.
Yeah, it's like it lets you revive a partner for
They're
free.
on-demand Heartfinder drops.
You can do some TAS level like Goombella buffering, Nameless Captain, and that
And
lets
then, like,
you
Hazard
lets
respawn
you, yeah,
abuse.
yeah, and that lets you use Hazard respawn glitch to get to the chest. Like, it's actually insane.
And then you have to do some weird paper mode nonsense to get it out of the chest without rechanging your
Oh my god,
hazard respawn position.
Piranha plants are 100% to sleep, bro. If you had
Oh,
Spike
dang,
Shield,
you're right,
dude,
you're right.
Spike Shield literally top 4,
Fourth-
like literally
fourth
top.
place.
Spike Shield literally bottom of S. That's what it would be. Yep, that'd be insane. That's so insane, bro.
Oh man, dang hazard respawn not working all the way in that room.
Be so
If
insane.
it just
bro.
worked, if it worked like the dang bow room where it always sends you to the front, it would be
Yes.
less TAS only.
Seriously,
Then
seriously,
people would be doing this in runs.
seriously. Alrighty,
be
we
like
still have another.
ultra
By the way, we still have another tier list to do.
This one won't take nearly as long.
No, well, that's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, so this.
Remember what I said? Oh, this can't possibly take as long.
No,
It's
no,
the
no,
normal
no,
badge list. We got half the badges, and now it's taken longer than that list.
Hey, there's 3 of us. We had to talk about it, man. Come on.
True. I had to vent all of the quick change stuff that
Listen.
we took for granted last time.
I would say though that this is probably one of the best tier lists we've made so far.
Yeah,
Like,
you want
it's-
my canonical opinion on quick change? You can get it here.
No, you can get it. You can get it.
One-
Bro, I
One-stop
don't.
shop.
Dude, Gibstack, I don't know if I'm doing that. TBH, like, I'm gonna be honest. It is a little late. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Chapter lock will never happen.
I thought it was, dude. I didn't think it was gonna take this long either. So I don't know. I really want to do the chapter lock, but, dude, bait it again. It's chapter 2, bro.
Ooh.
I think this is a great list, though, right? Yeah. Are we all in agreement? This list looks solid. I think I'm actually gonna delete this tier then, right? Will this put all the badges back down here?
I assume
Oh,
it just
God.
puts them all in S.
Oh, thank God, dude. Thank God. Okay. Yeah, I just want to save it with.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, I think this looks great.
That F tier not
Okay,
being
I'm just
in
gonna
one
say.
row is really
I'm
hurting
just.
me.
I'm just gonna say that S through D were ordered within their
Yeah.
tier. I think E is whatever at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
What?
change
Just rename
E to
it
F.
Y.
wait, why change E to F though? I don't know. Should I do that? I hate skipping letters, honestly.
I mean,
F,
E isn't a letter grade in school. Was it?
not
E is-
usually.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not a thing. They skip E.
Oh, really? All right, man. Sure, I'll make it F.
Kappy too smart to know that, apparently.
I just didn't know, bro. Okay, I should make the color a little different though. What do I usually make it? Blue?
But then again,
Blue.
there's no S.
No, I think a lot of people usually have an S tier.
The school system would be way more fun if there were an S grade above A. Or we can go Mario Kart. 3 stars.
You right. You know what? You right. I don't know. You right though. Like normal. Okay. You right. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, this is fine. This is fine then.
F is basically just why bother picking this up or not selling it.
I've never gotten an E on a test. True. Never in my life. I mean, I was an excellent student. All right.
Not excellent for an E though.
Oh god, that's a lot of O's. JD Aster 64. Pre-Hooktail Pit tier list. Badge tier list. Nice. Alrighty.
Pains me to have a list with my name on it where quick change is in the S tier.
Oh my god. Okay.
I would have put it in A out of spite.
Oh, the C.
Without changing its position.
Oh my god. Alrighty, so this is the Pre-Hooktail Pit badge tier list. I will be posting this on Twitter at some point, and I don't know. Am I gonna? I need to find a controversial opinion to slap someone through the screen with. We'll see which one of these.
Flower Savers in F tier?
Oh, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna say if you think Flower Saver, I'm gonna say if you no. I'm gonna
uncontroversial when you
I'm
think
gonna.
about it.
I know. I'm gonna say if you think Flower Saver is good in. If you think Flower Saver is good in Pre-Hooktail Pit, I'm reaching through my screen and slapping you. That's my new thing to do for tier lists. Okay, perfect. That's it. That's a Flower Savers are perfect. Thank you. I needed to find one.
It's kind of satisfying. Would you slap your 5-year younger self through the screen? I think 5 years ago you would put E.
Probably.
I am giving a
Actually,
charitable reading of that description where it's like, this was fun. Obviously makes no sense to buy this.
I don't know, man. I may have put a D. I don't know.
I don't know.
I may have slapped myself through the screen 5 years ago. I mean, yeah, you can choose it and still win, Games Freak, but that doesn't mean it's good. That's like saying you brought Pity Flower.
Hey, if you had return postage on 80 instead of bump attack, that
Bro.
would have made Kappy's life a heck of a lot easier.
Bro, it would have. Oh my god. The turns literally like cut in like 8 times. Holy shit.
Don't have
Okay.
to-